work hard. My brother, man, I work hard just to chill. I live a life that's surreal. Every time I cool on my temper.
I Don't Go, Asha featuring Wizkid. With that, we welcome you to AM Update this morning. My name is Oladapo Kunubi, aka Youngster 9, and what a way to start the show this morning. Well, remember, we only start the AM Update with Kiko Sports Show, where we look at updates from the world of sports, talking tennis, NBA. Well, remember, Super Eagles of Nigeria will be facing the Portuguese national team today in a friendly encounter. And remember, earlier today, Peru defeated Paraguay 1-0. Teams are shaping up ahead of the World Cup while going down in Qatar, and we're getting different reactions. Luis Van Gaal has been talking, James Madison also talking. Well, we'll also do a quick update about the World Cup. Hey, do not go anywhere. It is Kiko Sports Show live on your Remedy Down Solutions 939 FM. And remember, you can watch us live from anywhere across the globe. Jump on our Facebook fan page, Solutions 939 FM. Solutions 939 FM. You can as well jump on our YouTube channel, Solutions 939 FM. Click the like and subscribe button to get notifications of all our shows. We start with tennis this morning. Well, let's go straight to the ATP finals in green group as favorites also flashing. Is this lemon or green, Seth? It looks like green, lemon, brown. Okay. But starting with the green group, games going down today at the ATP World Tour final. Rafael Nadal will take on Casper Ruud by 2 o'clock. Juan Felix Auger-Aliassime will take on Taylor Fritz in the doubles. By 11:30, Lord Graspol will be up with Harry Helovara in the doubles to battle Masagri Nolas and Horacio Ceballos. And by 6:30, Jean Sansbury will team up with Rajiv Ram to battle Marcelo Arevalo and Jean-Jolene Roja. But remember, yesterday, it was a good outing for some players. Stefanos Tsitsipas saw off an impressive Dani Medvedev comeback, beat to keep in the ATP final last four hopes alive with a 6-3, 6-7, 7-6 win in Turin. With both men having lost their opening match in their first red group encounters, the two headed into their Wednesday match, and while knowing they needed a victory to stay in the semi-final hunt. Now, it will be 2019 finals winner Tsitsipas who remains in the mix after seeing off 2020 champion and former US Open winner Medvedev across a 2-hour and 21-minute encounter, handing Novak Djokovic the group in the process. Now, let's talk about Novak Djokovic more this morning ahead of next year's Australian Open. Well, Djokovic boosted his hopes of claiming a record-equaling 6th ATP Finals title by clinching a semi-final spot with 6-4, 6-1 win over Andrei Rublev in Turin. But now Djokovic has expressed his relief at having his visa ban overturned, which means he will be allowed to compete in next year's Australian Open. Remember, he had a lot of issues this year, saying that he won't be, he will not get vaccinated and still want to play in Australia, where there is a law that before you get into that country, you must be vaccinated due to COVID-19. But, well, he slept, do we say he slept at the counter? If he has a counter, or but yes, he was imprisoned, but at the end of the day was freed. But right now, if someone is giving you the confidence that you are coming to a country where there is law and your visa has been overturned, I think Novak Djokovic should also think twice this time around. But favor, if you have to be Novak Djokovic with what happened to you this year in Australia, will you want to go
to
Australia to play at the Australian Open?
As long as I know.
And you've remained unvaccinated.
As long as I know that I'm going to break the rule, why would I go? And this goes to all the players that will be going for the Qatar 2022 World Cup as well. You know the rule where you're going to. Please abide to the rule so that you would not encounter Novak Djokovic's, counter problem here.
That's also I had to play the I Don't Go song by Asha Wizkid. Don't go where there's no love, or don't go where you cannot stick with the law of that environment.
There was a video that someone posted about 2 days ago, and it was about the UK. The person said if you can abide with some certain rules, do not go to the UK. If you can abide with some rules in some countries, do not go. And if you know that you want to go, please, I beg in the name of God. You have to beg.
You don't have to put that.
You have to
You
beg.
don't have to put that.
You have to beg
You don't
because
have to put that.
We are Nigerians.
Well, it is more of you sticking with the rules, right? And let's just move away from that. Well, for Novak Djokovic is someone that people always want to say, oh, yes, a lot of young stars out there trying to watch what he does. But you need to also try to do something that is right. But let's go straight and talk about the NBA this morning as All-Star guard Luka Doncic will miss a game for the first time this season with Dallas Mavericks arresting him for Wednesday's clash with the 12 Houston Rockets.
Well, Doncic opened the season with the 9 straight 30-point games for the Mavs, second only at Will Chamberlain's. And the Sylvian played 40 minutes and scored 35 points in Tuesday's narrow 103 points to 101 points win over Los Angeles Clippers when they had a 25-point lead.
Okay, now looking at other results of games played in the wee hours of today. Charlotte Net 113 lost against Indiana Pacers 113 to 125 as Minnesota Timberwolves defeated Orlando Magic 126 to 108 points. Washington Wizards lost against Oklahoma City Thunders 120 to 121 points, 1 point difference in that one as Atlanta Hawks lost 101 to 126 points against Boston Celtics. That was a bashing at home, right? Toronto Raptors defeated Miami Heat 112 to 104 points as Milwaukee Bucks edged the Cleveland Cavaliers 113 to 98 points. Chicago Bulls lost against New Orleans Pelicans 110 to 124 points as Dallas Mavericks lost at home against Houston Rockets 92 to 101 points. New York Knicks are better than Denver Nuggets 106 to 103 points as Phoenix Suns defeated Golden State Warriors 130 to 119 points. Show of muscle. Show of strength. All right, we'll move away from the NBA this morning as we count down to the World Cup. But remember, Portugal will be facing Super Eagles of Nigeria today.
And that's one flashing green.
Without Cristiano Ronaldo.
Keep it 93.9.
Well, it's all about Nigeria, all about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But the manager of Nigeria Super Eagles, that's the Portuguese manager, Jose Santos Rosario, has called on the 3-time African champions to show guts, grit and gumption by aiming for victory over host Portugal in Thursday's prestigious international friendly in Lisbon. Both countries' A squad go for each other's jugular at the 50,000 capacity Estadio Jose Alvalde in what is the first senior international clash between them as from 6:45 p.m. Portugal time and 7:45 p.m. Nigerian time. Cristiano Ronaldo is already at Qatar. He's already started training with his squad and he's already done the World Cup interview. We are hoping that it's going to be good.
Boss, let's listen to Jose Peserio ahead of the game tonight.
Thinking Nigeria deserves to play the World Cup and in the same group because Ghana belongs in the same group. Of course, this match I would like to play not tomorrow but 24 in Qatar, the first match for the group phase. Okay, for our team, it's a friendly match. You want to do our way and do hard way. It's only friendly match, but we want to do our maximum. We want to beat Portugal, of course. It's not easy, but you want to remember everybody and our fans that until now, in our strategy, we try to play against good national teams. Hard match. For that to play against Mexico, against Ecuador, against Algeria. It's true, you lost against them. Of course, against Algeria, you score a second goal, but okay, free.
It is about playing top quality games, right? Well, no Cristiano Ronaldo for tonight's game. Well, let's just keep our fingers crossed to see what the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be able to do yet to win a game in all the friendly games. But we move this morning and we count down more. And let's go straight to the Black Stars of Ghana this morning. Otto Addo is talking.
Well, Ghana coach Otto Addo has revealed that the Black Stars have the quality to overcome any team at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. The Black Stars, who are the lowest ranked team at the tournament, have been drawn in Group H alongside Portugal, South Korea and Uruguay. Ghana will take on Portugal in the first game on November 24 before playing South Korea and Uruguay on November 28 and December 2, respectively.
The Costa Rica's Federation cancelled their team's World Cup warm-up against Iraq scheduled for today due to an issue with the passport stamps at the border between Kuwait and Iraq. The Costa Rican delegation, which was traveling to the match on Wednesday night by bus, had requested the Iraqi government not stamp its passports upon entry the country, but local border authorities did not honor the agreement and the side returned to its training camp in Kuwait. The friendly against Iraq was the last opportunity for coach Luis Fernando Suarez to test his players and give star goalkeeper Keylor Navas some playing with his teammates since they beat New Zealand in a World Cup playoff match on June 14 to secure a spot in Qatar.
Costa Rica will travel to Qatar on Friday and begin World Cup playoff on November 23 against Spain, followed by Group E matches with Japan and Germany.
And now talking about the German national team, Hansi Flick was pleased to see Niklas Füllkrug score on his Germany debut, but admitted his side were far from the best despite the 1-0 victory over Oman. The visitors struggled in a mock Carter in the World Cup warm-up game, relying on substitute Füllkrug 88th minute strike to take the victory in a match that never really got going. Now let's talk about Argentina this morning.
Lionel Scaloni will consider making changes to Argentina's squad ahead of the World Cup campaign getting on the way should players not prove their fitness. Argentina head coach Scaloni named his 26-man traveling pod for Qatar 2022 on Sunday ahead of the side's opening Group C fixture against Saudi Arabia on November 22.
Well, some key players were not available for that 5-0 victory against UAE, including AS Roma's Paulo Dybala. Well, we wait to see the last set of players who will be included lately into the game. Into the squad, I beg your pardon. Remember, for the French national team, some players are already out and some have been invited into the squad. Let's wait and see. But for Kylian Mackay Walker of the English national team, well, he will miss England's first World Cup group game against Iran on Monday, but says he will be ready to go after that. But now let's talk about another man this morning from the Three Lions. He felt disappointed at some point in time when he represented the Three Lions of England. But James Maddison is saying that a victory is sure for England. Well, do not underrate us. We've got the players who can execute the job.
Fans always have the highest expectations. I think there's probably 8 or 9 nations where the group of fans will be expecting their team to win, and that's just how football works. You know, it's the same at club football. The fans always have very high expectations, probably too high at most clubs, because that's just how it is, and fans always want to see the best for the team that they're supporting. So. Listen, we know the expectations are high, and in the last 2 major tournaments have been absolutely brilliant. The boys have semi-final and then a final.
So we'll wait to see. Let's go on a break, and when we come back, we continue with the show. Still kickoff.
Risi, where's your sister?
She's in the bedroom.
Oh yeah, call her for me.
Baraka, Mommy is calling you.
Hey, Risi, Joe, please buy me chill drink from Dogo.
Dogo, you there outside? I beg, help us bring one chill drink, come.
Risi, sorry, please check if it's your daddy that's at the door. You that your line had been blocked. How did you get the credit that you're using, Ke?
I linked my NIN to my MTN line and got 20k free airtime.
Yes, so link your NIN to your MTN line today and get 20,000 Naira bonus airtime. Visit any MTN center near you to begin.
Mommy, where are you going?
MTN Experience Center, of course. You think it's only you that like good thing, eh?
Terms and conditions apply.
Make you show yourself, no they hide your face. Show up in the book style, ooh, in the book style. Cause you get to the ginger, almost too much swagger. You they give a good vibration. Anywhere you go, you show the colors of your show your.
Ládùn gbogbo àṣàyàn mímu aládùn bold tó wà ní aládùn ginger, olómi ọsàn, tropical àti bitter lemon. Unleash your bold, show your colors.
Vita, exhaust strength.
Noise in class?
Auntie, Brian said that the Bonvita school competition is back. We are preparing for it.
The Bon Factor is back? Okay, let's see your preparation. Drop a beat.
That's right. The Bon Factor School Talent Competition is back with up to 6 million naira to be won. To participate, visit www.bonfactor.ng. Bonvita, strength to dream.
Oh boy, today was so stressful. Hey, as in everywhere just choke.
You know what would be really cool right now? Hit me. Feel the vibe, live for the fun. It's cool like Fun Ice. Call the gang and have some more. That's cool like Fun Ice. With the creamy goodness, oh yeah. Be cool like Fun Ice.
Enjoy the taste of creamy goodness with Fun Ice. Available in vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
This night it tastes of goodness, golden caramel, creamy buttermint and rich coffee, Cadbury candy there for every moment.
Introducing the Ogbonge new Cadbury Caramel, Cadbury Coffee, plus your Cadbury Buttermint Sweet where you don't enjoy tay. Now plenty don't day to share and jolly.
Cadbury candy there for every moment.
Hey you, I'd love to make the next 30 seconds of your time the best 30 seconds of your day by telling you about Airtel's amazing MiFi offers available to serve you reliably. The first gives you up to 125GB bonus data for just 5,000 naira, and the second gives you up to 150GB bonus data for just 7,500 naira. Simply visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB or walk into any Airtel store near you to choose how to stay connected.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Shay, you wanna feel that boost? Allow me to introduce Amber Energy drink. No more shutting down, we're going up. Oh yeah, get ready, stimulate your energy. Amber now for energy. Go around, tell somebody. Oh yeah, get ready, stimulate your energy. I'm banner for energy. Go out and tell somebody, say, what are you waiting for? Yeah? Now you can do more because I'm buying energy drink there for you. I'm buying energy drink there for you. No need to go too far. You can find it where you are because I'm buying energy drink there for you. I'm buying energy drink there for you. Yeah. I'm buying there for you. Yeah. I'm buying there for you.
Amber Energy Drink. Stimulate the energy in you.
So you're at your favorite booker and you've ordered rice, shaki, bomb roundabout, fuku, edo, liver, and croaker. Then you feel you should just top it up with one big, chilled bottle of 7-Up. But something tells you it's too much. Something tells you if people look at your table, they will think you're trying to kill yourself. Bros, please, what is something? Who is something? Are you something? Is something you? Something is only trying to stop you from being you. And that's all. Take this from 7-Up and Fido Dido. Just sip some 7-Up, face life, and just be you. Because nothing sure pass.
Pass. 7-Up. The diff is clear.
Union Bank is 105. 5. To celebrate, we're giving away another 55 million naira in our Save and Win Pali promo too. That's 105,000 naira for 50 people every month, 500,000 naira for 5 people every quarter, and 5 million naira for one lucky person at the end of the year. To stand a chance, simply save at least 10,000 naira into your Union Bank account every month. If you don't have an account, you can download the Union mobile app or visit the nearest branch to open one. Terms and conditions apply.
Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
I did go where everything is possible. My way, oh, nothing can hold me back. I did go, kulele, kulele. On my way, oh, to my next level with
máa tẹ̀síwájú jẹ́ kó rí ìrera pàdé ṣẹlẹ̀ làkàsẹ́rà má jẹ́ kí nǹkan kan dá ọ dúró.
Risi, where's your sister?
She's in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, call her for me.
Baraka, mommy is calling you.
Hey, Risi, Joe, please buy me chill drink from Dogo.
Dogo, you there outside? I beg, help us bring one chill drink, come.
Risi, sorry, please check if it's your daddy that's at the door. You that your line had been blocked. How did you get the credit that you're using, Ke?
I linked my NIN to my MTN line and got 20k free airtime.
Yes, so link your NIN to your MTN line today and get 20,000 naira bonus airtime. Visit any MTN center near you to begin.
Mommy, where are you going?
MTN Experience Center, of course. You think it's only you that like good thing, eh?
Terms and conditions apply.
The aim of the FIFA was at that time to develop countries, and therefore they give that we play here. But I think that you have to play in the football countries. More experience with everything, but also to stimulate that country in another way, that they are at the right way. And this is also a small country. Now, my family or my friends has a lot.
Netherlands man Lees Van Gaal speaking there about boycott of the World Cup. If fans want to boycott, they can, because his family had a lot of issues in even getting to Qatar. But hey, still welcome. Still Kickoff Sports Show. You're welcome back from that commercial break. Now let's talk about Jude Bellingham, who may be the star for Three Lions of England in Qatar.
Well, according to Steven Gerrard, as the Three Lions prepare to kick off their latest World Cup campaign, the Borussia Dortmund teenager will appear at a second successive major tournament under Gareth Southgate after making the plane for Qatar 2020. Following a superb start to the season in both the Bundesliga and the Champions League, hopes are high that Bellingham can have a major part to play in England's latest quest for glory on the world stage.
Okay, remember we told you, come Saturday, it is about you representing the nation. You will be backing for the World Cup. Well, someone has already told me that she will be representing Brazil. Okay, I don't know the country favor will be representing. Maybe Argentina.
Nigeria, no.
We are talking about the Qatar World Cup here. Neymar revealed that he and the Paris Saint-Germain teammate Lionel Messi joke about a potential World Cup final between Brazil and Argentina in Qatar. Neymar and Messi, alongside Kylian Mbappe, form a fearsome front three for PSG, one that has fired them to a 5-point lead at the top of Ligue 1 and reached the Champions League knockout stages. So, at this point in time, it is going to be the aim of making your country win the World Cup and not about the dream of a club side. Now, the ball punched in by Diego Maradona for his hand of God goal in the 1996 World Cup has been sold at auction for nearly $2.4 million by the referee who missed the football's most famous handball. And what's the name of this referee? That is Ali bin Nassar of Tunisia. Well, it's about cashing out Knowing the right thing to do. Well, we're done with the countdown to the World Cup. We'll be back tomorrow morning to talk more about the countdown. But now, let's talk more football stories as we talk UEFA.
Well, UEFA confirmed it received 3 preliminary bid d'assaut to host Euro 2028 and 2030 before Wednesday's deadline. A joint bid from the United Kingdom and Republic of Ireland was submitted for the 2023 tournament, while Turkey also threw its hat in the ring, having ever hosted a major tournament.
Okay, well, the bid from the English FA comes after much criticism over its handling of Van Serda at the Euro 2020 final at Wembley Stadium, with an independent review describing it as a day of national shame. It is more of attacking each other, right? That's the reason some countries are attacking Qatar for hosting the World Cup. But now let's talk about Barcelona, where the club plans to launch an appeal after the Spanish Football Federation issued Robert Lewandowski with a 3-match ban following his red card against Osasuna. Lewandowski was shown 2 yellow cards in the first half of Barca's 2-1 win at El Sada last Tuesday, in which goals from Pedri and Rafinha helped Xavi's men to a comeback victory. Remember, Gerard Piqué was also sent off from the bench. All right, now let's talk about Napoli forward Victor Osimhen.
Victor Osimhen is in the running for Syria Player of the Month for the second consecutive time. Osimhen was nominated for the award in October along his international teammate Ademola Lookman, who plays for Atalanta. It was AC Milan's winger Rafael Leao who scooped the award after the duel.
Okay, but now let's talk about Brentford forward. Ivan Toney is not going to the World Cup, but now he has also been charged over 232 alleged breaches of betting rules between February 2017 and January 2021. The Football Association has announced.
As much as I love Ivan Toney, I'm beginning to dislike his, headlines making whatever it is. If it's not being sent away from a match, is him being sanctioned, is doing this, and when he comes back, he's always scoring goals. So you don't even know what to do with him.
The only thing you can do with him is think of how to use him in your Premier League fantasy.
But please, just know when you want to put him there.
All right, we're moving to the other side of the show this morning, where we look at headlines on the pages of Nigerian newspapers. And for the burning issue this morning and talking points, well, there is a lesson a lot of political fans or a lot of political followers need to learn from what happened in River State yesterday. Adams Oshiomhole was in River State yesterday, and Wike apologizing to Adams Oshiomhole, and for Oshiomhole also respecting, hailing Nyesom Wike. Well, there was a lot of statements made in that event yesterday. We'll let you know more about that and what you also need to learn. The 2023 election is fast approaching. Well, Favor Laurentola and Lafenwa will be here for that. And we'll also be talking about... what? Oh, well, yeah, for Ekiti State. Yesterday, we had security officials at the Ekiti State House of Assembly, and we'll let you know more. After the newspaper review, we'll also be having an interview this morning where we look... For those of you who had issues, I mean, this is November to December. A lot of people are renewing their rents. What you need to look at when you want to get a house. And we're talking about something fee. This caution fee and this fee and that fee.
Checking fee. Is it checking fee?
No.
You have to show fee.
Yeah, something fee.
By showing. You have to spend
yeah. They say they want to help you
to get place. So
inspection fee.
Per house, you must pay a particular amount.
Okay, guys.
Just stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. It is still AM updates.
Keep it 93.9.
Why worry about your morning when we can give you the perfect start? Make a date with us and enjoy an amazing blend of breakfast on everything sports, newspaper review and analysis, trending topics, exclusive interviews on health, politics, business, entertainment, music, and so much more. Join the AM Update team weekdays 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Solutions 939 FM for an experience like never before. AM Update. It always gets better here.
wonderful morning to you at 9:30 on Solutions 93.9 FM, and it's time for the newspaper review on AM Update. My name is Adi Damala Lafenwa. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Your voice sounds so cool this morning.
Well, I don't have anything to say on that. I think it's just the mood, actually.
Okay.
Probably I'm in a very good mood this morning.
Well,
as usual.
I love that mood. I love the mood. I love the voice. You're looking cool this morning. You have to compliment someone when someone sits next to you.
Thank you very much. I'm already blushing. Okay, we are set to give you the stories from some of our national dailies this morning. And with me this morning, I've got The Nation and the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Okay, people are saying I should go ahead with mine. Okay, going through The Nation newspaper this morning, I have this headlines. Tinubu to Khan. I seek to be president, not on religious grounds. Obi, Owaneze not consulting deities against Soludo. Wike, we won't accept reconciliation on PDP crisis except Lagos task private schools on child protection. And moving further still from The Nation newspaper this morning, 159 more Nigerians back home from Libya. And it really baffles me. I still know some people that are still making frantic efforts to go to that country called Libya. Okay, moving further, FEC approves over 10.96 billion naira contract for Education Ministry FRSC vehicles. Court rejects jailed Mayna's request for treatment outside prison. And I have this one, 2023. Atiku pledges government of national unity restructuring. And still from The Nation newspaper, anyone underestimating Tinubu unwise, Reno or mockery. Release Kanu, Ozekome begs Buhari. Tears as Lagos lawmaker Olawale is buried. These are the headlines on The Nation newspaper this morning.
Let me start with the Vanguard newspaper this morning, then I move over to the Punch newspaper. The National Labour Advisory Council member disagrees with ASU over Ngige. ASU's 8-month strike affects students, psych, emotions, Sultan. PDP crisis, Wike is man of the year, says Oshiomole. It's going to be part of our burning issues this morning as Wike to Oshiomole. I apologize for ruining you or running you down in re-election of Obaseki. 2023, Tinubu receiving campaign torch, sign for victory, Dati. Poor work, Assembly advises Governor Sule to stop payment to contractor. Nigeria's unity non-negotiable if Owanese, Sultan, Zulum, others. Petrol price at 250 naira per litre in Akwa Ibom State. EFCC nabs alleged currency speculator. And you can also find more stories on the Punch newspaper and the next newspaper that I will deal with Ademola Lafenwa this morning.
Okay, Tribune newspaper now, the Nigerian Tribune. My administration will be blunt to religious affiliations. Tinubu assures Khan. And I have this one also from the Nigerian Tribune. IGP warns officers against destabilizing community policing. Niger Electric Body presents certificates of return to 24 chairman-elect. G5 governors will continue to preach equity, justice, fairness, Wike. And another one says, insecurity on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, or your government engages hunters, vigilantes, bales, business owners. And still from the Nigerian Tribune, I have this one. Osun Tribunal adjourns till Monday as non-availability of documents stalls proceedings. Insecurity, Nigerians reaping harvest of bad seed sown in 2015. Okoa. New speaker, police take over Ekiti Assembly Complex over fear of attack. And I'm still moving forward from the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Some presidential candidates are planning to privatize federal universities. ASU president. These are some of the headlines on the pages of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. You're on to your number one radio dial, Solutions 93.9 FM, and it's AM Update. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Thank you very much for staying tuned. It's still AM Update and Solutions 939 FM, and still taking headlines this morning. We're taking the headlines from the Punch newspaper, starting with federal government to ASU. Begin fresh showdown. Minister tackles lecturers. A Naira redesign targets looted funds. EFCC chair speaking on page 11 of the Punch newspaper. Government planning bank guarantees for Nigeria. Ethiopia deal. That's page 28 of the Punch newspaper. Also, the banner headline here says Muslim ticket. Friends criticizing me, lobbied for vice president slot. Tinubu, page 2, with the writers here. Tinubu meets Khan, says he didn't Islamize his family. Can do such to Nigeria. Nigeria needs religiously neutral state, not a religious state. Association advised federal government. Next president must ensure a good balance between Muslim Christians. Association. Surrender mandate if APC loses, party tells Buhari. That's on page 17. 11 courts is nabbed for terrorizing Lagos neighborhood. That's on page 5 of the Punch newspaper. The last one here is APC, IU disagree over bid to win Lagos. Page 8 of the Punch newspaper. And now to the burning issues this morning.
Okay, one of our burning issues this morning is a little drama that occurred at the Ekiti State House of Assembly yesterday, where there were moves to change the speaker. Let's take a listen at that.
Because it was a popular demand by all members of the State House of Assembly. So the idea of whether I'm worried does not arise at all. Until the police say something otherwise, I won't put any political insinuation into it.
Was 80 House of Assembly Speaker. Oh, my hometown, my hometown, my hometown. Well, we're moving over to Oshiomhole and Wike this morning. It's quite interesting what went down yesterday. You know, Wike apologized, said we also have Oshiomhole praising Wike. Well, question still rises concerning the PDP party. Well, let's first take a look at Wike apologizing to Adams Oshiomhole.
Politics now is a matter of interest. You must tell me what is the interest of the people of Rivers State. You must tell me what's the interest of my community. If my state would not benefit, I will not join you. And so I used this opportunity like I did last time to apologize to you. You know, I came to Edo State to make sure your candidate didn't win the election. And I was virtually in charge every day coming out on television to take you on. And I say you will not win and that you didn't win. I want to tell my people I sincerely apologize. So you, I sincerely apologize. This is a national television. And, you know, each time you learn, people will praise you when you do for them. The day you say, no, you are wrong, they begin to say all sorts of things. Party is a vehicle to take you to the destination. When you get to the destination, you come down from that vehicle and focus on governance. Governance does not know about party. Governance does not know about ethnicity. Governance does not know about religion. Governance is for everybody.
Well, politics is a fair game. You say this is going to happen, this might not happen. It's all about a game of interest and all. At the same time, there was a retort, Oshiomhole also praising Wike yesterday.
So, sir, I can reveal this to you. Even as we said those things I said in 2019, I admitted everything I said, even if I deny it, Gogo cannot deny it. Gogo is a terrible recorder. The truth is, I haven't had anyone who is able to say with some measure of confidence that Governor Wike, you now just talk. You talk, you walk the talk. As they say, talk is cheap. But like you said, in politics, I can't come to this place when we want the votes and begin to celebrate you. If I celebrate you, like our president has celebrated you now, and you are using the certificate to make the most potent campaign against my own party. So I agree that even your worst critic will admit that Governor Wike has made a difference. You made a difference not only in terms of projects, but even your statement this afternoon. I join you in saying, because I've had cause to say that in Benin when I was governor of Edo State, that how can a country be governed by people who cannot be trusted?
Okay, it's from the Daily Zone Solutions 93.9 FM, and we have our analyst today, that is Comrade Olu Omotosho with us in the studio. Good morning, sir.
Thanks for having me.
All right, it's always a pleasure to have you with us every Thursday morning like this. Now, one of the burning issues we'll be discussing this morning has to do with the Wike, that is Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, a staunch PDP member who had to commission a flyover in Port Harcourt yesterday, and he invited the former national chairman of the APC in the person of Adams Oshiomhole to commission. And you know, there has been this romance between Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, with staunch members of the APC, and not just at the commissioning. Not just that, at the commissioning, Wike openly and publicly apologized to Oshiomhole for working against him during the re-election of Godwin Obaseki, who moved from APC then during the second term to the PDP. What is your take on that? Let's start with that.
You see, politics in this climate, as we used to know it, has not really changed. It's just that new introductions, new method and approaches are coming into it. Now, it's when Wike started with with his visits to Lagos, having this hobnobbing with the opposition, and I was asked sometimes, and I said, if what he's doing is not anti-party, then I wonder what anti-party is. Now, he may have some things that he has been doing he may actually have his reasons for fighting the battle that he is fighting now. But even when you are fighting a battle of love, like he wants everybody to believe, now there is a limit to it. There is some. You get to a point that you want to sit down and then do a reappraiser to determine whether you still want to continue or not, or there is need for you to change your tactics. Now, it got to show that's lay more credence to the simple fact that in Nigeria, politicians do not have ideologies. They belong to Party A tomorrow, and today Party A, tomorrow Party B, and then they still move ahead to look for another party. And then when they come, they tell you, look, they say I'm a Democrat. They say I'm this, I'm that, and whichever party, whatever party they go to, they still tell you they are Democrats, and it's something that is becoming worrisome. I don't know what Wike and his team actually want to achieve by what they are doing now, but I think if there is anything, if there is sanity in the political system in Nigeria, people like Wike should have been sanctioned by the party. It's not. I don't see sanity in what he's doing again. I don't. Yes, I've been supporting him from the time he started it and all that. But when you get to a point that you are fighting your political party and you want to make sure that political party go down, then it's something else. That's anti-party. I'm not PDP. I'm not APC. I'm just an analyst, and that's the way I say it. I just that's the way I think it should be. It shouldn't have gone that far.
Okay, now what now with this thing, and we had some time last week that the G5 governors are still saying that they are open for reconciliation. Now, with their body language, can the PDP really trust these G5 governors led by Nyesom Wike with their body language, especially the body language of Nyesom Wike at the moment?
Well, I think it may be, it is still possible, because in Nigerian politics, you don't say nothing is impossible. They have really proven to us that in politics in Nigeria, there is nothing that you will not see. So it is still very much possible. Now, but whether they will be trusted even after the whole thing has been resolved, whether they will be trusted or not, that's where the question is. But I believe, because at the end of the day, every crisis, every rift in the contemporary life and all that, at the end of the day, you still have to sit down on the round table to resolve. So everything ends with dialogue. So I still believe that they could still work something out, but I'm not too sure if they will be trusted. With the look,
that's where I'm going to, because with the look of things now, will anyone actually believe that Wike can be trusted again, even if they eventually reach a compromise and he comes back fully to support Atiku? Can that support really be trusted with this kind of romance and affiliations he's been having with the strong members of the opposition party?
Well, I don't know. I'm not with them. They know how to do their things. Now, and I've been at a forum. We were discussing, and then someone was of the opinion that it's most likely that probably what he's doing, maybe the party even know about it. Probably it's some kind of intrigue that they are trying to. I mean, they're just trying to make us see as if all is not well with them and things like that. So we really don't know. So they know how they play their cards, how they play their games and all that. But as onlookers, people who are not, like some of us those of us who are not part of them, of course we see what is happening as something that is real, because it has gotten beyond the level of a makeshift. Say, let's just do it this way for people to see. I mean, because it has gotten to the level of, okay, if the party will go down, then let it go down. So that means that has gone beyond the level of whatever intrigues anybody may be insinuating.
Okay, let's move away from the issue of Nyesom Wike for now. There is something that came out in the Nation newspaper this morning talking about Tinubu to CAN. and he said, I seek to be president not on religious grounds. We all know the stand of Khan ever since this Muslim ticket of the APC came up, when we then the duo of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Dati were nominated to as a presidential and vice presidential candidate of the APC. Now, Tinubu now telling Khan, I seek to be president not on religious grounds. What's your take on that comment? Is that comment strong enough to change the position of Khan, the Christian Association of Nigeria?
Well, anyway, that's the best thing he could say. There is no way he will go to Khan, meet with them, and say, look, I actually did what I did on purpose or whatever. No, there is no way he will say that. So that's what he will say. He will just tell them, look, it's not on religious ground. Of course, he will have his reason for doing that. But I don't think it is. I don't think. I want to believe that it's a little bit late. A bit late because of some of the things, the events that had happened after the emergence of his vice presidential candidate too. Now, the controversies that trailed the purported bishops that went to endorse him and things like that, and you see all of that, and the kind of statements that emanates from his camp. The Khan was denigrated. A lot of things were said, unprintable things and all that. Now, I would have expected that he should have done this earlier. Everybody, there is no candidate in Nigeria today that should not have access to Khan. Now, every one of them could go there and speak to Khan and speak to any other religious organization, because our politics in Nigeria is not built around religion. Neither is it built around ethnic grouping. So, and it should be, that's the reason why most people are criticizing him. Most people criticize him, say, look, it's in a secular state like Nigeria. How do you just think of you coming out as a Muslim and then bringing a Muslim ticket?
But the same thing happened in 1993 during Abiola and Babagana Kingibe.
You see,
93, and dust were not raised then. So why are they raising dust now?
You see, in 1993, Nigeria was one. In 1993, the fault lines that we have now, that are so conspicuous among us now, we are nothing to be considered at all. They weren't even, nobody was even thinking about it. Abiola was a Muslim, Babangida a Muslim also, and they voted for them en masse. Now, nobody was thinking about, nobody was thinking like, look, I'm Yoruba, I'm Hausa, I won't vote for this, I won't vote for that. And nobody was thinking, look, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I don't want to do, because at that time, we were more contagious as a nation, as a people. We were more, we were more receiving. We receive ourselves. We embrace ourselves. We see ourselves as one, as Nigerians. Because some of the things that had happened, some of the events we have witnessed in the past few years, were not even thinkable at that time. So nobody was, and Abiola was somebody, a nationalist, by his own right, a nationalist. And what helped him at that time was the youth population. Now, which was never taken advantage of by previous elections that we have had. Now, there is virtually no zone in Nigeria that university do not enjoy his philanthropic advances. He built hall of residence for students in the universities. Now, a lot of squatters now, during his time, they got their own accommodation, they got their own bed space and all that. Now, and he will go to churches, he will go to mosque, he will give money, he will do this. And so everybody at that time, nobody was even thinking about whether he's a Yoruba man or a Muslim or whatever. But look at what had happened. Now, those fault lines, the fault lines that we have now, we never knew them then. Now, if a Christian, when Christians are going to churches now, they are always skeptical. I mean, they are always very, very careful. They tell the security operator, make sure that you are at a light. Make sure that you are looking everywhere. And alert us when you see anything strange. And the Muslim, when they go to church, when they go to mosque too, it's the same thing. So now the Yoruba man on the street now suspects the Hausa man that is standing by him. Now, some probably, people are talking about Fulani. It's not that all the Fulanis are bad. Now, we have Fulanis that have lived with us from ages. Now, we have Fulanis that I myself, that I grew up with, that we attended primary school together. No, these are not the Fulanis that are created, that are causing the kind of troubles that we are having. But those things were not there in 1993. So nobody was thinking about that. But today, this administration that we have in place now had brought that thing to limelight. Now, they have given us reason to suspect ourselves. Have given us reason to now think, look at the time we've started talking about Islamization. Has this government really done much to really douse the tension, to assure Christians that no, it's not so? Now, look at the combination. Look at the combination of the service chiefs we have in Nigeria. Look at political appointments. Look at all of that. Skewed towards some people, and then some people are at disadvantage. So all of these things coming now will make anybody suspect that, okay, we have been talking about this. Now, it's even not, it shouldn't even have happened at all. That because we have been talking about Islamization agenda and all that a political party like APC will come up and then choose a Muslim ticket. That sounds quite insensitive to me. So with that, it's that's the reason. If not for that, of course, nobody will have bothered. It's not. I mean, among the looters that we have Christians there, we have Muslims, we have traditional religious practitioners there. So it's not as if the looters belong to a particular religion. No, all of them. I mean, we have all the religious bodies represented there. So it's just because of the climate, the situation in the country around this time that is giving us that reason to suspect.
Comrade Oluomotasho, we'll come back to the present day, away from 1993. After this commercial break, we have the story on the Punch newspaper, still on the religious issue, Islamization, the Muslim ticket of the party. We'll talk about that in light with what is going to happen in 2023 and its effect. We'll be right back in a jiffy.
Risi, where's your sister?
She's in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, call her for me.
Baraka, mommy is calling you.
Hey, Risi, Joe, please buy me chill drink from Dogo.
Dogo, you there outside? I beg, help us bring one chill drink, come.
Risi, sorry, please check if it's your daddy that's at the door. You that your line had been blocked. How did you get the credit that you're using, Ke?
I linked my NIN to my MTN line and got 20k free airtime.
Yes, so link your NIN to your MTN line today and get 20,000 Naira bonus airtime. Visit any MTN center near you to begin.
Mommy, where are you going?
MTN Experience Center, of course. You think it's only you that like good thing, eh?
Terms and conditions apply.
Sincerely appreciate you staying tuned to AM Update. We've been having a conversation with our analyst, Comrade Oluomotasho, and we, delved into 1993 election, the Muslim ticket, then the difference then and now. And before we, went to that particular conversation, we were talking about the visitation of Ahmed Bola Tinubu on the CAN and the statement he made yesterday. But something also caught my attention concerning the association, that is a Christian Association of Nigeria. They said something, and I would like us to talk. It's addressed to the federal government and advice in some sort. Nigeria needs religiously neutral state, not a religious state. Association advises federal government. Kamedulo Matosho, you made mention of something earlier about, Nigeria shouldn't be somewhat of something like a religious. Politics shouldn't be religious. It should just be there as it is. We should just pick credible leaders, credible candidates, pick the ones that would actually advance the nation called Nigeria. Now, comparing 1993 to coming 2023, that's a long time ago if you want to calculate it. And the statement association made, Nigeria needs religiously neutral state, not a religious state. I would like us to expatiate on this particular statement coming from Christian Association of Nigeria.
Yeah, really, if we live by that statement, of course, our country will be the better for it. That should be the spirit of everybody, irrespective of your religion, irrespective of your ethnicity, irrespective of whatever belief at all. That's the way it should be. You see, in actual sense, you see, our differences, our peculiarities, you see, our secular formation really should have been a point of strength for us. In that, it should be, we should bring our ideas together, bring the quality of our upbringing, the quality of the talents that we have, coming from the different ethnicity and all that. Now, bring everything together and then do a kind of, putting things together and then come up with something that will look original, that will look indigenous for us, and for us to use that as a strength to build a nation that will stand out and then prove to the world that because we are a country of different nations, that we are bringing together the ingenuity of the respective nation, bringing it together to build a country that the world will be envious of. But unfortunately, we have not been doing that. And I want to place that, the reason why that is not being done, at the doorstep of the successive administrations that we have had. Now, yes, even though that was more pronounced with the current administration that we have. Now, if the ones that we have been having from time have been building and be consistent in following it and then building upon it before this one, then it will have been a little bit more difficult for this current government to depart from it. But unfortunately, because that had always been there. See, it's painful. Yeah, I'm happy that that statement was released. But how are we going to go wrong with it? If we run with it, we are going to be better off, because of course we're going to take. It's going to give us some level of leverage and advantage over the challenges that we have now. But unfortunately, anyway, I don't want to be pessimistic. But then I just believe, I hope that we will run with it. Then our politicians should take that statement and then begin to ruminate, begin to think about it, and then begin to see how they could get something out of that, because that is what will make this nation, can bring this nation together again. The nation is on the brinks now. And if we continue as we are going, I doubt it if there is not going to be a collapse. But if we take this and then take it as an ideology and then begin to work with it now, then the country may still be salvaged.
Okay, just before we open the phone lines and before we leave this particular issue, I would like to ask a question. You talked about the politicians should take up this advice, but I would like to say that You know, it's been, we've had 23 years of uninterrupted democracy since 1999 till date. And don't you feel that Nigeria's democracy should have outgrown this having to choose based on the tribe this person belongs to, the religion this person belongs to? Don't you feel that it should be more of competence? That can this person actually work? Because I've been hearing so many issues that, okay, this is this tribe, this is this tribe, tribe E local, it is not this time, it has to be Muslim ticket, it has to be Muslim Christian. Don't you feel that our democracy ought to have outgrown all that? We should be more focused on competence than just where the person is from or the religion the person belongs to.
Yeah, you see, the democracy that we have now is just among the elites. Just among the elites in the sense that most people, most citizens on the street don't really understand the system of government that we are practicing. And why is that so? Because government itself is not doing what it should be doing. And it is not government alone that should be doing that. I belong to the civil society. So it's our responsibility also to let the people know that this is what is happening in town. But then the information is not there. Now, sometime ago, we used to have we used to have MAMSA, and we have somebody there who headed MAMSA at that time, and he did creditably well. Now we hear him speak on the street. We hear him. I mean, they organize symposiums, workshops, and all that. They meet with the people and they tell them things. Now we have National Orientation Agency. Now I can't remember. I'm not saying they are not doing anything, but I can't remember the last time I heard them making an announcement that they are going to engage the people. Are they talking to the people? Are they letting the people know what governance is all about? A lot of people don't even know they have any civic right at all. And that's the reason why a politician can go to somebody and say, look, give me your vote. I'll give you 500 naira. I'll give you 5,000 naira. And then the citizen will just agree, yeah, yes, I've gotten it. And then it will go to town dancing, yes, I've gotten a dividend of democracy. Now, not knowing that such a person is selling his or her bad right. Now, what is the National Orientation Agency doing? So, when we get to that level, you see, if you go to the street now, just take a sampling, just ask people, what kind of government, what system of government are we playing? I mean, do you have in this country now? Then how does it run? Many people will not even understand. So that's the reason why I'm saying, you see, it lies with both the government and that we say that belongs to the civil society.
Electorate.
Now, a lot of people don't know that when you put somebody that is creditable, somebody that merits a position, where you put him there, that things will change. But when you put a mismatch there, now definitely the mismatch, when it gets there and say, look, what matters to me is what is going to accrue to me. And that's the reason why sometimes when we talk, we in the civil society, we blame ourselves. Because when we send the military out of power in Nigeria, now the civil society was called then, and then we were supposed to move in and take active part in the 1999 election. Now, this current dispensation. But the civil society at that time, we told ourselves, our leaders then told us we have no business in politics, that we are supposed to just stay aloof and watch them and then be able to correct them when they do wrong and criticize. Now, they even told us that politics is dirty. So when we get there, we'll get dirty as well. So we ran away from it. And then because it is dirty, we let it for people who are dirty to play it. And not all of them that are there are dirty, but we have more dirty people there. And why are they dirty? They believe that politics is for them to get themselves enriched, to enrich themselves, and not for the people. Not for service, but for them to accrue wealth. And that's the reason. And until we change that narrative, now everybody that go there will always go there to get himself empowered. And then when they get themselves empowered, that's the reason why politics now, why elections now are being bought. So people who really have what it takes, who understand how to make things work, don't have the power. They don't have the financial muscles to send out the people that have been there and have gotten financially empowered. So until that change, we might continue to grumble, and manage what we have like this.
Okay, let's throw the phone lines open now, Favor.
Okay, the phone lines to call in are 0909 88 89 939 or 0912 212 22 939, 0909 88 89 939 and 0912 22 22 939. Good morning to you. Okay, please 0909 88 89 939, 0912 22 22 939.
And you can also drop your comment on our Facebook page, Solutions 939 FM. We have a caller.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Abiola.
Abiola, good morning to you.
Okay.
Good morning. See, Nigeria is just improving religion. Why other countries are improving on how to develop their countries? We are here busy debating on ethnicity and religion. See, until Nigeria thinks beyond ethnicity, religion, and other things that separate us before we can be free from the challenges we are facing as a nation. All we need in 2023 is a competent and visionary leader who is going to correct the wrongs of this present administration at the federal level.
Thank you very much. That was so short. You can also make yours short as well. 0909 88 89 939, 0912 212 22 939.
Okay, we already have a comment on the Facebook page. Let me read this one now. Omade Adekunle said the restructuring of the security apparatus along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway by Oyo State Police Command is a very good one. Security is a collective responsibility, so we need to be security conscious, and anywhere we notice any act of crime, we should call the security operatives through the 615 toll-free emergency security number created by the Oyo State government.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Can we call him from Akobo?
All right, Kemi, good morning. Please make it snappy.
I think it is high time we set aside ethnicity and religion. Ever since we've been considering ethnicity and religion, where has it led to? What is the effect? I think what we need to look out for now is competency. Someone that will fix some of the orders we are facing today. Are we not tired with the situation of things in the country? Are we not? We are tired. I think what we need to look out for is competency. Someone that is credible. Someone that will not run the affairs of this nation like a business. Someone that is ready to serve with the masses. Someone that knows where the shoes hurt the masses. Someone that will revive our economy. That will fix our education sector. That will fix our refinery. Not someone that will promise us another life. They promised us change. They gave us negative change. They promised us next level. They took Nigeria backwards. We do not want that anymore. We are tired of this, their mystery at the federal level. They keep deceiving us. They keep giving us empty promises. We are enough of their empty promises. Enough of this mystery. We need better, credible candidates. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Kemi.
Okay, we need better, credible candidates coming from Kemi this morning. We'll be back after this commercial break. Do not change the dial. Remember to call in. Once we come back, you have to dial the number 0909 88 89 939, 0912 22 22 939, 0909 88 89 939, 0912 22 22 939.
Make you show yourself, no they hide your face. Show up in the boat style, ooh, in a boat style. Cause you get to the ginger, almost too much swagger. You they give a good vibration. Anywhere you go, you show the colors of your.
Gbádùn gbogbo àṣàyàn ohun mímu aládùn bold tó wà ní aládùn ginger, olómi ọsàn, tropical àti bitter lemon. Unleash your bold. Show your colors.
Noise in class?
Auntie, Brian said that the Bomb Vita school competition is back. We are preparing for it.
The Bomb Factor is back? Okay, let's see your preparation. Drop a beat.
That's right. The Bond Factor School Talent Competition is back with up to 6 million naira to be won. To participate, visit www.bondfactor.ng. Bond Vita, strength to dream.
Oh boy, today was just stressful. Hey, as in everywhere just choke. You know what will be really cool right now? Hit me. Feel the vibe, live for the fun. It's cool like Fun Ice. Call the gang and have some more. That's cool like Fun Ice. With the creamy goodness, oh yeah. Be cool like Fun Ice.
Enjoy the taste of creamy goodness with Fun Ice. Available in vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
This not a taste of goodness. Golden caramel, creamy buttermint, and rich coffee. Cadbury candy there for every moment.
Introducing the Ogbonge new Cadbury Caramel, Cadbury Coffee, plus your Cadbury Buttermint Sweet, where you don't enjoy tay. Now, plenty don't day to share and jolly.
Cadbury candy there for every moment.
My name na Ekele, and na accessories I dey sell. Whether na earring o, belt, even cufflinks dem, e full my shop na. But people no go buy wetin dem no dey see na. Abi, to you, I just dey flood your timeline. To me, my phone na my shop, my Airtel data na my rent.
The important things in life are powered by data. Dial *141# to choose any data plan that works for you. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Sure, you wanna feel that boost? Allow me to introduce Amber Energy drink. No more shutting down, we're going up. Oh yeah, get ready, stimulate your energy. Amber now for energy. Go around tell somebody. Oh yeah, get ready, stimulate your energy. Amber now for energy. Go around tell somebody. Say, what are you waiting for? Yeah, now you can do more because Amber Energy drink there for you. Amber Energy drink there for you. No need to go too far, you can find it where you are because Amber Energy drink there for you. Amber Energy drink there for you. Yeah, Amber there for you. Yeah, Amber there for you.
Amber Energy Drink. Stimulate the energy in you.
Union Bank is 105. To celebrate, we're giving away another 55 million naira in our Save and Win Pali promo too. That's 105,000 naira for 50 people every month, 500,000 naira for 5 people every quarter, and 5 million naira for one lucky person at the end of the year. To stand a chance, simply save at least 10,000 naira into your Union Bank account every month. If you don't have an account, you can download the Union mobile app or visit the nearest branch to open one. Terms and conditions apply.
Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank.
Where everything is possible. My way, nothing can hold me back. I dey go, kulele. On my way, to my next level with
máa tẹ̀síwájú jẹ́ kó rí rírà pàdé ṣẹlẹ̀ làkàsẹ́rà má jẹ́ kí nǹkan kan dá ọ dúró.
Words are powerful, but even more powerful is when they are backed by action, which is why at Keystone Bank, we don't just say you are important. We show you how important you are to us by providing you with simple and innovative banking technology that hit home. From our online banking and mobile app to our *7111# platform to our super fast loan services and so much more. In Keystone, you'll find a refreshing approach that takes banking from being bearable to pleasurable. Experience customer dedication and refreshing innovation that go beyond words with Keystone. Keystone Bank. we grow together.
What do we mean when we say ground on level? Now say as you dey hustle, you dey flex join. You dey enjoy yourself with what you get for hand. Now why you fit cool body with the Wazo bottles, 7up, Mirinda and Pepsi 35cl for just 50 naira. No matter your choice, so fasten a 35cl glass bottle on our Wazo, because when we say ground on level, we mean because on our Wazo.
Enjoy chilled refreshment with the Wazo bottles, 7up, Mirinda, and Pepsi 35cl glass at 50 naira only. Ground on level with the Wazo bottles. All now Wazo.
The season of giving, it don't show again. The season to bring better for you again. Time for celebration, time for jollification. Oh. The bowl go full and you go belly full. Cause Golden Money get more for you. Oh. From Golden Money. Good times don't come again with Golden Money. Good times don't come. There's nourishment for the family. Delicious Golden Money. Enjoy 10% money. Every 800-gram pack of Golden Money you buy this season, they come with 10% extra free. That now more value and more nutrition for the same price. Offer valid while stock lasts. Nestle. Good food, good life.
Welcome back from that commercial break. It's also time for you to now lend your voice to the conversation this morning. At exactly 10:30, we'll be swapping to talk about you, the agency fees, and how to, get your better offer houses come this year.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
This is Balkis Omadjiro from Ibadan.
Okay, let's have your
So I
take.
think first off, either at the
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Okay, I think you can try calling back. The numbers are 0909 8889 939 and 0912 222 939. You can also buzz in at 0904 422 2939. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Aziz. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Okay, Aziz, let's have your take.
With the ravaging insecurity that is happening us in this country, yes, the federal government is saying there's no cause for alarm, that Nigeria is safe.
Oh boy.
We lost that call. Okay, you can still make efforts to join us on those numbers 0909 888 9939 and 0912 222-2939. You can as well drop your comment on our Facebook page. I have this one. Okay, we have a caller already. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah,
yes,
we can. Yeah.
Okay, Balkis Omadjiro calling back.
Okay, Balkis, okay.
I hope the network is not going to intercept you this time around again.
Hopefully not.
Okay, I said either at the state or federal level, we need to engage our leaders and, of course, ask them logical questions. If someone says it's going to combat or lessen insecurity, we should ask that person, how do you intend to take them out? So then, this is the right time for ASU members to engage these presidential aspirants on their plans for the Nigerian universities. I can remember in 2015, before the APC assumed power, they said they were going to prioritize the education sector, and of course, only an unserious federal government would not liaise or negotiate with ASU members. But when they assumed power, everything changed. So if people make promises like this and they fail, how do you think we can hold our leaders responsible? So let's engage these aspirants now and ask them logical questions. Then I think in Nigeria, until we get to that stage where people make promises and they fail, and we bring them to book, we may not really get it right. Good morning.
All right, good morning, Balkis. Okay, I was going to read a comment from Abiola Motosho Adeleke on our Facebook page. Nigerian politics is personality based. People want to exercise authority and dictate what happens at parties. Those who have looted, those who have looted the government treasury become godfather figures, winning elections and claiming power, all to acquire more wealth and protect their investments, arrogating power to themselves. But above all, we want a credible leader come 2023, a competent and visionary leader who can correct the wrongs of APC. Nigeria is in a coma, and we need someone who can revive it. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name?
For you.
Okay, let's have your take, please.
Yeah, I'm one of the majority people, as I say, that will not be participating in the election.
Why?
2023.
Why?
Yeah, the reason is because I'm angry. Angry enough to recognize that coming 2023, none of these politicals is going to save us.
Why did you say so?
Hello?
Hello, we are with you, loud and clear.
The candidates, I mean, the people representing, different parties to become the next leader of this country have not shown enough, they have not shown enough veracity and integrity, that I see in, like, mostly common people. They have not displayed the kind of, let's say, amusement, towards what is going on in the country. Nigeria resources have been depleted beyond reasonable measure. And, we just fall into conformity. And nobody wants to do anything about it. And if people don't realize that we are the only one, it's true enough of a responsibility to actually depend to determine the life of over 200 million people on just one person. I mean, look at it. The system is the problem. It's not these people. I'm even one of the people that says all these political leaders are even the victims of the structure that this country has been based on. These people don't know what it means to even actually work in that office. People working there are not. They didn't get it because of meritocracy. These are privileges. So if people don't know what it takes to actually work a system, how do you expect them to work it?
Okay,
These are things we need to be looking at. This is our responsibility. One person is not responsible for over 240 million people. We should be angry enough to say no to all of these things. We should be angry enough to recognize that we ourselves are the problem. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that contribution.
I would really like you to change your stance.
I was going to tell him, if you're listening to me, I think folding your hands or your arms towards this 2023 election wouldn't be a good idea.
It only make things worse.
It will make
please just, okay, Kamri wants to say something.
Let's have your submission, sir.
He will only, if he's not voting because he's angry, you see, that's the window that those usurpers and those that steal power from the people, that steal the people's mandate. That's what they need. They just need some people that will be lethargic and say, look, I'm not going to vote. And then they will take advantage and move in and then cover that window. So, but if everybody that registered to vote, everybody that has a voter's card, move out to vote, then there won't be any room for rigging, because everybody that's really entitled to vote has voted. But if you have people, if 100 people register somewhere and only 50 voted, then those who wants to rig, of course, they already have the chances of maybe bringing 30, 40 people to come and vote, because some people had not actually voted, have not utilized their chances. So, I just want to encourage him that he should vote, whatever it takes. Just go out, whether your vote counts or not, just go out. But now, it's even better now that we have better promises, we have better reason now to believe. We have more reason now to believe that our votes will be counting with the adjusted and the amended electoral act. So he's definitely going to vote. So my brother, you talk to those who are thinking in your line of thought to change their mind. We just all need to go out and vote.
All right. Thank you very much, Comrade Motosho, for being a part of our program this morning. It's always a wonderful session with you every Thursday morning like that. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
All right. I'm wishing you a very blessed day ahead. It's still AM Update on Solutions 93.9 FM. In a jiffy, we shall be switching gears, and we will be bringing in someone else on board who is an estate surveyor. All you need to know about you're renting houses or you want to sell or buy houses, these are the things we'll be talking about in a jiffy. Please stay tuned at Solutions 93.9 FM. Good morning.
And I heard the voice of the Lord saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Man is a spirit and soul. Spirit and soul live forever. So let us love one another.
Okay, still AM update on Solutions 93.9 FM, and we have another guest with us. He is an estate surveyor. His name is Estate Surveyor Niyi Adekale, and he'll be letting us into the various issues as pertaining to you want to rent a house or you are letting out a house and everything. Good morning, sir, Mr. Niyi Adekale. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, I see it as a privilege to have you with us because I know some of our listeners will want to know quite some naughty things regarding renting or renting her house that we'll be discussing this morning. Now, there have been various issues about renting house and getting things, and to start with. It's been observed that these days you see a landlord given, because most landlords usually hand over the property to you when it comes to letting out the house. You manage that thing, and you now find out that the basic rent of a particular house is let's assume maybe the basic rent is about 200,000 naira, and you now see that by the time the agents now come in and they had this charge, service fee, agency fee, all these things and fee, it will be almost double what the basic rent is. And that's why most people will even like to approach the landlord or the landlady themselves to rent the house instead of going through agents like you. What's the reason for all this extra charges that are being charged the prospective tenants?
Thank you once again, and good morning to the listeners at home. My name is Esisovian Valua Adeniyi Adekale. Now, concerning the question you asked about how some agents charge arbitrarily. Now, there are rules in renting out a property to any prospective clients.
Okay.
Now, when you first and foremost, when the landlord or landlady give you a letter of instruction, that is to manage his or properties on his behalf. There should be a letter to that effect, spelling out what the owner really wants, and that he will tell you the amount that you want to let his or properties. Thereafter, after the agent, this time around a professional estate surveyor and valuer has gone to the house, do every necessary things. Now, after the landlord has told you how much he needs for that kind of property, it's now for the agent or the estate surveyor and valuer to place the property for marketing for prospective clients. Thereafter, giving you the amount that you want to take for the property, there are charges to be charged, and which must not be outrageous. They're what we call the basic rent, just like what you said the other time, basic rent. After the basic rent, you pay what we call legal fee.
Are there percentages to this extra fees?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
According to professional scale of charges, it should be 10% of the gross rent.
The gross rent, as in, are you talking about the
basic
rent, monthly rent or the entire annual rent?
It should be annual rent.
Okay.
You know, we don't charge monthly rent.
Okay.
It should be on annual rent.
Okay.
So the 10% will be charged as legal fee, that is agreement fee. 10% of that gross rent annually.
Okay.
Now, thereafter, the agent charge his own commission. We call it agency fee.
Does that have a percentage to a standard
10%, exactly. 10% too of the gross rents payable by the prospective tenant or client.
Okay.
Now, there's other charges. We call it refundable caution deposits. Now, depending on the arrangement you have with the principal client, this time around the landlord or the landlady, some might tell you that I'm taking, just like, for example, what you said, that if the basic rent is 200, the landlord can say, take 10% of the rent as refundable caution deposits. Just as the name is called, refundable. Now, that refundable caution deposit is always refundable after the expiration of that tenant rent or stay in that property.
Okay.
So, meanwhile, there are laws that guide it.
Okay, what are the laws?
Good. When you're moving in, there's what we call inventories. And that is the features and the fittings in that apartment that you are taking.
As you are meeting them there?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
The state of the features and fittings that are in that apartment. They're like Bob, in the sitting room. Let's just take for example, in the sitting room, you have your door, the keys. How many keys are they given to you at the time you are moving in? The POP, you take it from up to down. Is it POP? Is it Celotex? Is it asbestos? Everything that they are handing over to you as at the time you are moving in that property. So you are expected to use it well during your tenancy or your stay in that apartment. So if after the expiration of your tenancy that you want to relinquish the place, then the estate surveyor and valuer will come back to come and see the features and the fittings handed over to you ab initio when you are moving in. So if there's no any damages, you are entitled to that money paid when you're moving in. That is the refundable caution deposit. And if in the course of using the thing, you spoiled them or you spoiled any of it, so part of the money you paid will be used to reinstate the features back. So any changes that remains will be given back to the tenant.
In the case whereby we met those things there, and as a tenant, I decided to add something to that house, am I entitled to take away what I fit into that apartment?
Thank you. There should be an arrangement, an agreement to that effect, as at the time that you want to improve the property, even probably to your own taste. Probably when you're moving in, what is there is asbestos. And the kind of person that you like POP can change to POP. But there should be an arrangement and an undertaking to that effect with the agents, that when you're moving, you're going to remove them, or maybe they are going to pay you back on the money you used to put it back, to put it anew to your taste.
Okay.
All right, so we've spoken about some of these agreements. We've spoken about refundable, what did you call
Caution
it?
deposit.
We spoke about other things. Now let's talk about the, rate at which houses are not available, especially in Ibadan as we speak. I remember sometime last year, I decided to have this kind of survey to get just a room and parlor self-contained then, and it was not available in the areas that we needed it to be. And then when it's coming to the time of getting that little apartment, you're hearing 300,000 naira, 400,000 naira, excluding the agency fees and everything. Why is this occurring, especially in Ibadan, when we feel like it's always cheap? Even transportation should be cheap.
There are a lot of misconceptions about Ibadan city. Some believe that when you migrate to Ibadan, you get everything so cheap. And the fact is that it's not like that. In that, the same cost of construction used in Lekki in Lagos is the same material, the same cost of construction you use in Ibadan.
But most of these houses are not new houses.
Yeah, new houses.
Some of them are houses built way back 70s, 80s, and you see them as apartment.
Well, there is a key factor that determines the rent, and that is the location. Okay. Now, you can't compare a room as parlor self-contained and this as is Okeado. If you get a room and parlor in Okeado, you can't compare the rent to a room and parlor self-contained in Agalibosa GRA. Likewise, you cannot compare it to Oluyole estates. So it's the location that determines the rent.
Okay, now I think I still have some other questions bothering on the charges being charged tenants, with prospective tenants when they're coming in. But a tenant is coming in now and he or she pays 1 year rent as the annual rent. Now, when is the next rent expect? Because I've read some cases of some people maybe 3 months to the. I have a friend that she used to tell me then that when it's 3 months to the expiration of the annual rent she paid, she'll start getting kind of notification or warnings from the agents then that, okay, I say, okay, it's still, I still have 3 months to spend that you have to renew. When should that be done?
Now, as yearly tenants, you are expected to pay to renew your tenancy. That is, if you are willing to.
Okay.
If you are not relinquishing the place, you are expected to pay the renewal of your tenancy at the expiration of your tenancy. Take for example.
At the door. Okay, please go ahead, please.
Take for example, your tenancy runs from 1st of January. It is and a yearly tenant. It will expire by 31st December.
Okay.
Of that same year.
Okay.
Now you are expected to renew the tenancy at the eve of 31st, or not before. It could be earlier, but it should not be later than 31st of that year.
That is under the law.
Month, under the law.
Okay, so that means any agent that is showing that such threat before the expiration is doing something against the law. Okay, now, you said on the eve of 31st of December, right? That should be paid. Now, what is the grace period such tenant has if he or she couldn't meet up at the 31st to pay up to renew the rent? Are there few months, or what is the duration of grace period such tenant has before the agent will now start taking things with the law?
All right. Now, you call it threats. I beg to differ on that.
Oh, okay.
It's not a threat. Now, as a professional agent of Abalua, you are expected to serve a letter, we call it rent reminder notice.
Okay.
It's a reminder notice prior to the expiration of your tenancy. Someone will tell you, is it a year when it's about some days or months to expire? Some might have forgotten that the tenancy will expire at a particular time. So it's now the onus of the agent to write to that kind of tenant a reminder notice prior to the expiration. Now, after the expiration, if the tenant doesn't pay, it is expected of that tenant to communicate to the agent reason why your rent will not be renewed at the expiration, at the dot of your expiration. So if now the agent will now communicate to the landlord, the agent is not the owner of the property, so will now communicate to the principal client, telling him or her why the rent will be a little bit delayed by the tenant, and at least that kind of tenant should be able to come out with a tangible reason why that rent will be delayed.
Okay, so there is a grace for extension if the tenant cannot meet up with the rent at the eve of the previous payment from that particular tenant.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, still AM update on Solutions 93.9 FM, and we're talking about issues relating to renting houses and letting houses and stuff like that. We've been speaking with estate surveyor Niyi Adekale. Back to you, Mr. Adekale. Now, is there any difference between renting and letting?
Well, renting and letting,
yes.
Are you calling saying the same thing? Probably what you meant is probably renting and lease.
Oh, and lease. Yeah, I was going to say lease. Thank you very much for helping me out on that. Yeah.
Okay. There's difference between rent and lease.
Yeah.
Okay. Rent is an annual payment.
Okay.
Agreed by the landlord and the agents. Let me add this to it. When a tenant is moving into an apartment, I said something the other time that it is expected of that tenant to pay a legal fee.
Okay.
So there should be an agreement duly signed by the landlord and the tenant at the point of entry. Now, in that agreement, it will be stated there that you are annual tenants, that's 1 year certain or 2 years certain. 1 year certain, rather. To be 1 year certain. That make you a yearly tenant. Now, when you are going for lease, a lease is usually more than 2 years. Okay. It could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4, it could be 5, it could be 10, depending on the agreement you enter at the beginning of your tenancy.
Okay. All right. In case you're listening to us right now, you can be a part of the program by calling on these numbers 0909 888 9939, 0909 888 9939, and 0912 222 2939. Peradventure, you have some issues you want to be trashed out as regards renting out. Do you have a call?
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Okay.
All right, it's blank. So it's 0909 88 89 939 and 0912 22 22 939 to ask your questions this morning. We have with us Estate Surveyor Nii Adekale here to answer those questions bothering you concerning your house rent, getting an apartment in the environs of Ibadan, and some of the fees that are being charged by agents, just for clarification, if you want any.
Okay, another question I'd like to ask you is, okay, after a tenant has paid for a year rent, is it right under the law for such agreement to be terminated even before the expiration of the tenancy? Because I've heard some issues where you pay for a year rent, and you see the agent come in and say, okay, your tenancy has not expired, but the landlord wants to use the house, you need to move out, you need to do this and everything. Are there rooms for that under the law?
Well, just like what I said the other time, that when a tenant is moving in to an apartment, there should be an agreement. In that agreement, it will be stated the rules and regulations. We have covenant between landlord and tenants, and tenant and landlord. So if there's breach of agreement, either from the tenant or the landlord, during that 1 year, the landlord has the rights.
What are the likely breach of agreement?
Fine. Probably when you're moving into an apartment, a residential, for example, and when you moved into that kind of apartment, you turn it to commercial. Probably turn it to a jingle center, disturbing the people in the neighborhood, causing nuisance. So the landlord has the right to give you notice to quit.
But the fact that I paid rent, I have the right to do anything I want to do with the property since I'm paying that rent. That is the mentality of, or the thinking of some tenants. And now you're saying that there is a breach of contract to all of this. As long as I paid the money, I guess I should have some sort of right. Please hold on a second. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Please go ahead with the question.
Just like what I said, we will enter into an agreement between the landlord, the tenant and the landlord. Now, if there's breach of agreement, automatically the landlord can tell you, fine, you paid for the place, but are you actually using the place for what you originally took the place for? That's the question. So if you are not, so the landlord has the right to evict you.
We have a text message here, although it's pertaining to the caution fee that we asked earlier. So this person is asking, what of houses where tenants pay to repair damaged things in the house, and the landlord and landlady doesn't care about it? Can you take it off from the following year's rent?
It's not possible. You can't.
But
except it is unanimously agreed by the landlord and the tenant that from the subsequent rent you can deduce whatever thing you use. You spent on the property to renovate or to carry out any repair.
But I've heard some cases of there's a particular case I remember vividly now. There was this guy that was staying in a place upstairs, and his roof was leaking, and he kept on calling the notice of calling the attention of the agent that, oh, this roof is leaking. I can't go to work without putting buckets under those holes. I know that, and that thing he kept on complaining for months. The agent didn't turn up, the landlord didn't turn up. So the guy decided to fix the thing because he was the one feeling the pain. He fixed it, and he said, since you were not around when I needed it, my subsequent rent I will have to deduct. And it became a big war. It became a big issue then. Who was right, who was wrong in that scenario?
Well, in that kind of scenario, I would say the tenant is wrong. In that he needed to wait
under that terrible condition.
Yes, so that he will get the consent of the landlord or the agent that he should go ahead to repair the place. Now, it depends on the proficiency of that kind of estate surveyor. Well, if it's a professional estate surveyor and valuer, you are expected to be on the top of your game. So when you are being called upon, you must go there. Even before that time, that is what we call routine inspection. The agent should have been there, inspect it, and get back to the landlord.
Okay, all right.
So the landlord will not give the approval. Okay, go ahead and do it. Or I will send down my artisans to come and inspect and do.
Okay, our time is fast spent now. It's 5 minutes to 11. We have to start wrapping things up on the program. So, in 60 seconds, what will be your advice for prospective clients or tenants out there, as an expert looking for house or apartment?
My advice is for any prospective clients looking for accommodation, try as much as possible to patronize a registered estate surveyors and valuer. They will guide you right. They won't charge arbitrarily. They won't give you any outrageous. They won't give you any burden, and they will guide you accordingly.
All right. Thank you very much. We've been speaking with estate surveyor Niyi Adekale, who is also a valuer. Thank you very much for being a part of the program this morning.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you very much.
Wishing you a blessed day ahead. Okay, Favor, it's about time for us to. Okay, you're on duty, right?
Yeah, I am actually.
Okay.
And I'm quite interested in the song I'm about to play. It's regards landlord and landlady and renting tenants and everything. But hey, remember, do not do what I cannot do. My name still remains Favor or Learn. And have yourself a wonderful day.
And my name is Adedamola Lafenwa. Good morning once again.
This is Quincy Casey, landlord.
Landlord. Okay, landlord. That's what I mean. Quincy. E209 Records. Come on. I ain't a landlord in a yard eye. There's the boss in a side eye. I belay for an arch and side. I go home and the wine I like I ain't a landlord in a yard eye. There's the boss in a side eye. I belay for an arch and side. I go home and the wine I like Landlord. Okay, landlord. You dey from say you be bad man, they from ninja, or sagable landlord. Landlord. Okay, landlord. You dey from say you be bad man, they from ninja, or getting landlord. Mwah, landlord ayo, 2-4 na bia chance ayo. Upon no quadro bayo, kana modo line papi on a dayo. Landlord aibo nyausa, manona package ko nyocho so for ne nyekene o drekene makom and the wine in the buta kwasa. Hadisa Alima, Nkena Boami Sina Zam Fatima, Mwabia Katipa, Yoruba friends, I mean, and a Pia Letisha, one the bad, no fronting, one the mean, I'm something, but some none of hardcore. When I'm piano, win you 2-4. I ain't a landlord in a yard eye. There's the bones within a side eye. I belay for an arch and side. I go home and the wine I like I ain't a landlord in a yard eye. There's the bones within a side eye. I belay for an arch and side. I go home and the wine I like Landlord, okay, landlord. You dey from say you be bad man, they from ninja, or sagable landlord. Landlord, okay, landlord. You dey from say you be bad man, they from ninja, or getting landlord.
Omu akesi, anama twego, enwere mobi, and I side day I no be novice. Landlord de buru kwabata, nkemere obi don kota, neni tawa mota. Ogini, Ibo Nyocha. Waiting, he go be, yo. Hey, he go be, yo. Come on, say, put your mind, go. Put your mind, go. Landlord, the tenants. Tenants, landlord. Everybody fit to make them. Mama, yeah.
I ain't a landlord in a yard eye. There's the boss within a side eye. I belay for an arch and side. I go home and the wine I like I ain't a landlord in a yard eye. There's the boss within a side eye. I belay for an arch and side. I go home and the wine I like Landlord. Okay, landlord. You dey from say you be bad man, they from ninja, or sagable landlord. Landlord. Okay, landlord. You dey from say you be bad man, they from ninja, or getting landlord. I ain't a landlord in a yard eye. One working ka the man the nyai. Egaza ya de guga man the loud. Men chota go sini in the buju crowd. A man walk woman no get sesiga. You go jogging maka wasiga. You go singing on a bojinta. Ake hani ne kame na gabiga. I na landlord na yada. Lazy bones so with na side eye. Obele for na chance side. Ako me and the wine I like I. I na landlord na yada. Lazy bones so with na side eye. Obele for na chance side. Ako me and the wine I like I. Landlord.
Ojeti kashedo. Umogonwa atika biro nyikale. Bosheri gele. Radio alabaro leo. Solutions effective. I Solutions FM about money.
Solutions 93.9 FM. Ilé àwẹ̀ ní Òkè Àdó Ìbàdàn. Àwa lọ́nà àbáyọ.
Tony Leta Lego, ìkànnì tẹ́tí retí ti dé. Solutions 93.9 FM. Nìbàdàn o, ìdùnnú yín lọ́jọ́ wa ló làwa ṣe kalẹ̀. Sílùú Ìbàdàn o, àwa lọ́nà àbáyọ. Lórí ètò gbogbo, ó ṣorin àgbọ́dúnú. Solutions FM lónìí ẹ̀. Ètò lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Àwa là ní o. Kọ́ńtàṣà lárugẹ o. Ìròyìn òṣèlú àtẹrẹ ìdárayá. Solutions FM ní bàbá wọn. 93.9 FM. Àwa là ní o. Òkè Àdó nílùú Ìbàdàn. Aláwàdà mo ní kẹ́ máa gbọ́. Solutions FM yìí. Tí gbogbo wa ní.
Ẹtìyà òtútù fẹ́ gbọ̀nà àrà yọ. Ìṣọ̀lá Bàṣàbàṣìlà balógun ròyìn aré ìdárayá. Ó yẹ jẹ́ agbéra ká lọ sórí ọ̀dàn. Kí làwọn tuntun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí pápá lójoojúmọ́? Ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ Ìṣọ̀lá Abbas Àbàṣìlà balógun akàròyìn aré ìdárayá. Ìròyìn aré ìdárayá látẹsẹ̀ kòkó tó fi máwọn eré bọ́ọ̀lù tó gbajúgbajà lágbàáyé. Àwọn eré bọ́ọ̀lù ẹlẹ́yin lórí igi àtàwọn aláfigigbá tó fi máwọn alágbèjù sínú àwọn aláfẹsẹ̀gbá lórí pápá. Gbogbo ẹ̀ lórí ọ̀dàn. Ìdán orí ọ̀dàn pẹ̀lú Ìṣọ̀lá Abbas Àbàṣìlà. Àríyànjiyàn, ìfọ̀rọ̀wérọ̀, ọgbọ́n fún ọgbọ́n àti ìròyìn ojúlówó tó yàtọ̀ sí sàkámàjẹ. Nìkan pọ́nbélé lẹ́mọ̀ gbọ́ lẹ́nu Ìṣọ̀lá Abbas. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti gbọ́ pé gbà síbẹ̀, ó wọnú àwọn tèmi tí yín sòsè.
tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ tó bá ti ń kún yúnmúyúnmú tó ń kún yúnmúyúnmú tó wá ń kún yúnmúyúnmúyún. àti gbèdé gangan náà nìyẹn ní ìròyìn eré ìdárayá àti kàní solution 93.9 FM eléyìí tá a kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn gangan níbi tátèmi àti yín náà tá a tún ti máa sọ lógo dáadáa lẹ́gìnì lọ́wọ́ àárọ̀ yìí ọ̀yẹ́ ti mọ̀ pé tá aago mélòó aago mọ́kànlá bá ti rókò ń gbó àtẹ̀mí tí yín náà àjọ máa mú kinní yẹn gangan lọ ní ọ̀bálẹ́jọ́ Abbas Ṣọlá Abbas là balógun gangan rèé àkàròyìn àsọ̀rọ̀ akọ̀ròyìn jẹ́ eré ìdárayá ìdórí ọ̀dọ̀ extra ìròyìn eré ìdárayá ilé ìtàn ń lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ di wọ́n ìyẹn náà lápá ọ̀yá pápápá ẹ ẹ kúkú ti mà bá a ṣe máa ń ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa lápá á mú wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ dé ìyẹn àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ìlọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan èjèèjì láti lẹ́wọ̀ nàìjíríà èè kárí àgbáńlá òun gangan la máa mú kinní ọ̀hún ọ̀yábò ní lápọ̀dọ̀ tí náà jẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣetán ẹ jẹ́ kájọ máa gbà síbẹ̀ ọ̀kẹ́dẹ̀ máa wọnú àwọn lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ ó ní ọ̀bálẹ́jọ́ ọ̀yá àjíbọ́lá ń bẹ́ẹ̀ bì àjíbọ́lá ọ̀làdì ọ̀wà ń bí gangan dáadáa ọ̀yá já káwọn ará lè ní ọ̀bálẹ́jọ́ náà.
akú dédé àsìkò yìí atọ́kùn àdẹ̀kú dédé àsìkò yìí gbogbo ẹ̀yìn ara lé àjíbọ́lá ọ̀làdìmẹ́jì lórúkọ tèmi a tún ti dé lónìí náà nìyẹn ètò yín ìdórí ẹ̀dàn extra ẹ̀ tún gbọ́ wa bẹ́tà lóyún àárọ̀ tòní.
ṣé wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ dèwẹ́rẹ́ bó ṣe ń lọ lápá bí gangan náà làjọ ń fọlọ́ ẹ̀ ò ṣe fífọ̀ ọlọ́run tọ́lá ọ̀yá pápá àpálẹ́ láti bínú ìyá máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà látọ̀rọ̀lẹ́dẹ̀ wa nàìjíríà ó gangan náà láti máa mọ̀ láwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ìtọ́lá àti máa ti bá ẹ̀jẹ̀ mọ́ mú wákà máa jẹ́ dá sí náà gbogbo ọmọ ilẹ̀ wa nàìjíríà ọ̀yá pápá ẹ̀jẹ̀ á bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti inú ìdíje bọ́ọ̀lù aláfẹsẹ̀gbá tọ́jọ́ lọ́rọ̀ sọ̀rẹ̀ tí ó wáyé lálẹ́ òní ni lórí pé lẹ́nìí ó gangan náà ní nàìjíríà àwa pẹ̀lú kíni ìyẹn portugal àjọ máa mú nǹkan lẹ̀ kojú ara wa ìyẹn ìdíje friendly match ni friendly match olùkọ́ni wa ìyẹn jose pezero ọ̀dẹ̀ tí ní òun ò ní kankan lọ́wọ́ wájú ohun tí mo rí náà òun ni pé super eagles máa win ìyẹn lórí ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù portugal eléyìí tá àjọ máa gbà lẹ́nìí olùkọ́ni wa gangan náà lọ́sọ̀tẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀rọ móhùnmáwòrán eléyìí tọ́jẹ́ tí nff tv ibẹ̀ gangan ló ti ṣàlàyé ó ní ẹ wo wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ dé wẹ́rẹ́ ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù wa nàìjíríà wọ́n pàdánù fẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ méjì léraléra eléyìí tọ́jọ́ lọ́rọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ lábí olùkọ́ni yìí ó ní ṣùgbọ́n àwọn boys yẹn ti rẹ́dì báyìí láti mú wíní wá another friendly match tèmi ẹ jẹ́ àwọn bó ṣe máa lọ tó bá dọwọ́ àṣálẹ̀ déédéé aago mẹ́jọ kù ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún ìyẹn 7:45 p.m. láago lẹ́wà nàìjíríà ló jẹ́ o ṣùgbọ́n lórílẹ̀‐èdè portugal nílùú lisbon aago méje kù ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún 6:45 p.m. òun lọ́ máa jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ àti nàìjíríà àti portugal ìgbà àkọ́kọ́ rèé ká máa pàdé nínú ìfẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ bọ́ọ̀lù aláfẹsẹ̀gbá tó jẹ́ international level eléyìí tó jẹ́ pé kí ni táwọn aláwọ̀ ti máa pàdé ara wa yàtọ̀ sáà táwọn ọ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́wẹ́ nítàgbà ọ̀jẹ̀ first time rèé àwa pẹ̀lú ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù portugal pàṣẹrò rẹ̀ ti ní winning ní ń bẹ lójú àwọn.
kódà ó sọ gan wípé ó dùn ún gàgà pé nàìjíríà ò ní lọ sí ife ẹ̀yà àgbáyé pé torí tó oní kóun bá ní kó wo nǹkan tó wà ní inú kan shooting star báyìí ó rí i pé
inú kan
super eagles jàre wípé nǹkan tó wà nù ti super eagles lọ́wọ́ yìí pé ó tó kó lọ sí ìfẹ̀yà àgbáyé gan láti lọ borí wa
ọba tán
so ó ti nígbàgbọ́ pé a ṣe dáadáa lálẹ́ ni so a ti rí i pé Cristiano Ronaldo náà tí ó ní gbá bọ́ọ̀lù náà wípé yóò tún yọlẹ̀ fún ikọ̀ Portugal so èmi nígbàgbọ́ pé ikọ̀ super eagles wọ́n tún ṣe dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ tà lálẹ́.
gẹ́gẹ́ bó olùkọ́ni wá ṣe sọ àbí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
a ṣe dáadáa.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ọ̀dẹ̀ jáwó kódà olùkọ́ni fún ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ìyẹn ti kọ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Portugal ìyẹn Fernando Santos ọ̀làmà ti máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù tó jẹ́ tilẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà gẹ́gẹ́ ìyẹn kọ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù àgbọ̀jẹ́ wa ó ní ó ní ká mọ́ parọ́ tanra wa jẹ́ o ìpè Nàìjíríà ní wọ́n ní quality players eléyìí tó jẹ́ pé àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù ti múṣemúṣe wọn lọ́ọ́dá múṣemúṣe ni o ó ní ni wọ́n nígbà tí ọ̀làwà ti máa sọ̀rọ̀ ó lóríṣiríṣi àwọn talented ìyẹn players ó ní Nàìjíríà ní náà dẹ̀ lè gbé bọ́ọ̀lù sáré ó dárúkọ Adémọ́lá Lookman ó dárúkọ Emmanuel Dennis ó láwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù yẹn wọ́n ń gbéra àti bíi Moses Simon ó ní ẹ wò àjọgbá náà ni Santos wá ṣàlàyé ó lóun máa wáyé ẹ wò ìyẹn formation wọn 4-4-2 òun náà lòun máa fi hàn gbìyànjú ẹ láti gba friendly match eléyìí tó máa gbá kojú pẹ̀lú àgọ́ Nàìjíríà lálẹ́ òní ó ní Nàìjíríà kódà wọ́n tó gbangba sùn lóye yà gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè Ghana táwọn jọ wà ń sọ̀rí ìyẹn ti ìdíje yẹn ó ní tó ń bá lọ 4-4-2 tán òun ó mọ̀ pé kí ni 4-3-3 òun ní pẹ̀lú agbábọ́ọ̀lù Ghana ń lò ó lélẹ̀ tó ń fún máa mú dáadáa òun náà ló máa jẹ́ kó jẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ àwọn bó ṣe máa wà lọ láàrin Nàìjíríà àti ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù orílẹ̀-èdè Portugal kóòtù wọn náà ọ̀gángan tó ń gbé dànsákì fún wa.
ẹ mọ̀ pé mi náà wulẹ̀ tó sọ gbà tí wọ́n sọ pé ọlọ́rẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ wáyé láàrin àwa àti Portugal èmi ní pé nǹkan tí ó ṣèrànlọ́wọ́ aláìlẹ́gbẹ́ fún ikọ̀ Portugal pẹ̀lú Ghana tí wọ́n jọ wà ní ìsọ̀rí ni so láti mọ bí ó ṣe bá àwọn African country play ẹ̀mọ̀ kí mi náà wulẹ̀ sọ lápá àbí so èmi tún rí i pé tó bá ti rí bí philosophy àwọn ikọ̀ ti Super Eagles tiwa tó bá gbóye lọ ni ó fi mọ nǹkan tí ó fi kojú pẹ̀lú ikọ̀ ti Ghana bọ̀ èmi sì rí pò tọ́ọ̀ tún wà nǹkan tó sọ tó dábàá ní ká wọ àwọn Adémọ́lá Lookman Emmanuel Davis á rí pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ọmọkùnrin yìí eré ń bẹ lẹ́sẹ̀ wọn pace ó ń bẹ lẹ́sẹ̀ wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ sì làwọn ìwòbí tó tún lè fi bọ́ọ̀lù dára ìyẹn náà wà lára wọn so nǹkan tó kàn dùn mí jù lálẹ́ níṣẹ́ pé Victor Osimhen tí ò ní sí ní ọwọ́ wájú wa á pa Portugal lẹ́ni o ká ní pé Victor Osimhen wà ń lé o ó ń sàn lẹ́ẹ̀gidi ni o bọ̀ ó dùn mí gára pé Victor Osimhen kò ní gbá bọ́ọ̀lù alẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ ẹ̀mí tó rí gbàgbọ́ pé ikọ̀ Super Eagles wọ́n ṣe dáadáa.
wọ́n á ṣe dáadáa kojú pẹ̀lú agbábọ́ọ̀lù Portugal. ọ̀ọ́dún àjọ máa wò ó ìyẹn tó bá di lọ́wọ́ àṣálẹ́ ìyẹn nínú ìfẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ wọn láàrin pẹ̀lú agbábọ́ọ̀lù méjì. ọ̀ọ́yá pápá mò ń lọ. ọ̀ọ́yá tó já lọ àlélẹ́ òdínú kọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù àgbọ̀jì obìnrin nílẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà èèyàn Nàìjíríà women football league àgbọ̀jì obìnrin nílẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ láìpẹ́ lórí pọ́n ti kéde ẹ ti ń bẹ lẹ́ka múṣẹ́ṣe ń yá sí ìyẹn chief operating officer ìyẹn fún àjọ ti NWFL nílẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà ó ti ní ẹ wò ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì síbi tá a wà yìí ìdíje league àgbọ̀jì àwọn obìnrin nílẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ láàrin àwọn ọkọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ó túmọ̀ sí pé ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rìnlá wọ́n dá wọn sí méjì ìsọ̀rí kan àti ìsọ̀rí kan group A àti group B wọ́n ṣe gbáṣà àtọ́ lọ òun náà wọ́n tó máa gbà kódà wọ́n ti ní gbogbo ẹ̀ tí ń lé gbé tó ti ń dúró dáadáa láti lè bàdí pé league ìyẹn táwọn obìnrin lè wá Nàìjíríà ó tún dúró rí dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́ bá kẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe ń lọ àtẹ̀mí tí náà àáfùn ń lọ ìdíje league àwọn obìnrin lè wá Nàìjíríà ọ̀ǹta ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù eléyìí tó jẹ́ defending champion ìyẹn Bayelsa Coin àwọn náà ṣetán láti pín sísọ̀rí àkọ́kọ́ group A làwọn wà láti mú ìkálẹ̀ kojú ara wọn kó tó di òpin oṣù yìí ìdíje náà yọ láǹfààní mẹ́gbìnà yá.
a rí i pé ìyẹn gẹ́gẹ́ la fi ń sọ wípé ìgbà wo náà ni ti tàwọn ọkùnrin inú bẹ̀rẹ̀.
yọ bẹ̀rẹ̀
láìpẹ́ náà là ń sọ látijọ́ yìí ó dìgbà wo ló tó fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ so a rí i pé àwọn ikọ̀ líìgì obìnrin tàgbọ́jẹ́ ti orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà ìgbà wo gan náà gbẹ̀lúdé náà tó ti mú ọjọ́ tí líìgì tí wọ́n ó tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n ti sáré ṣètò gbogbo bí kíni wọn ó ṣe lọ so ìyẹn gẹ́gẹ́ ló tún wọ́n kí ló wá mú títàwọn ọkùnrin náà tó ń dílé tó báyìí so èmi rí i pé wọ́n ń ṣe àmójútó líìgì táwọn àgbà ọjọ́ obìnrin ju tiwa lọ ni so èmi dẹ̀ rí i pé ìgbésẹ̀ tó dáa náà ní ká ti mọ rí nǹkan wò pé líìgì ilẹ̀ wa kan náà ń tẹ̀síwájú náà títí táwọn ọkùnrin bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ títí táwọn obìnrin náà kọ́ mọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ká sì mọ rí nǹkan tẹ̀lé so èmi dẹ̀ rí i pé àwọn Bayelsa Coin yẹn náà àwọn náà tuntun gbà torí tá a bá ní ká wo ìtọ̀ yẹn dáadáa Bayelsa Coin ṣe dáadáa ọ̀ká mọ̀ paratara jẹ Bayelsa Coin ṣe dáadáa torí ìgbà tán lọ sí ẹlẹ́kùnjẹkùn gan á rí i pé top place náà tún gbá bọ̀.
ní CAF Champions League gangan.
so á rí i pé Bayelsa Coin àwọn yẹn gangan wọ́n ṣe dáadáa so kí líìgì wọn náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ ká lè mọ rí nǹkan wò náà.
kí líìgì wọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ ká mọ rí nǹkan wò náà táwọn ọkùnrin náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ láìpẹ́ má fọ́.
láìpẹ́ náà ni láìpẹ́ a ti ń fọ́
ó ti ń dùn yín.
ó ti ń dùn wá ààrí twenty star wo ó ti ń dùn wá.
ọ̀dà pápá láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká tún máa tẹ̀ ẹ́ ṣẹ́ṣẹ́ wẹ́wẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọ́n ẹ̀bà orí Newcastle wọ́n sàn láǹfààní wọ́n sàn gbọ́ wókè mẹ́rin Chelsea ìgboro ìjà gbọ́dọ̀ mọ́ ikọ̀ Newcastle United mọ̀ ń bọ̀ wá lórí ọ̀rọ̀ wọn Nàìjíríà sí láwọn náà ẹ̀jẹ̀ àmọ́ tọ̀ ṣẹṣẹ́ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ di wẹ̀rẹ̀ sọ́wọ́ wájú ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ sójúde ká wo tí bẹ lójú ọjà ká bá wá padà dé wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ká tún farabalẹ̀ ká máa tì í ṣòwò ìyẹn náà lápá àbá sọlá bá a ṣẹlá balógun akàròyìn eré ìdárayá ní òsùn lọ́rùn òun ni mo fi gbọ́rùn sókè ẹ̀ ń so lókè náà.
gbogbo wa la mọ̀ tójú ti rí látọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún sẹ́yìn wá ṣùgbọ́n lọ́kàn tó gbéra láti ṣe sẹ́nitọ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Central ìfẹ́ ìlú ti dé o gbogbo ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ láti Lágẹ̀lú bóyá Akínyẹlé Ẹgbẹ́dá pẹ̀lú ọ̀nà ara Olúyọ̀lé pẹ̀lú Ọ̀yọ́ East Àtìbà pẹ̀lú Abíjíyọ̀ pẹ̀lú Sùúrùlérè ògo Olúwa o gbogbo Ọ̀yọ́ Central.
fún èròǹgbà àbádòfin
aṣòfin lórí ètò ẹ̀kọ́ tó jágeere, ètò ìlera, ohun amáyédẹrùn gbogbo tí ó mú káyédùn gbé fún gbogbo ọmọ bíbí Ọ̀yọ́ Central. Ẹ dìbò fọ́dọ̀ ẹlẹ́jẹ̀ tútù tí ò ní gbàgbọ́dọ̀ dání sunrun òjìká gbàgbé iṣẹ́ tá a rán nílé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin l'Àbújá. Ẹ dìbò fún ẹnjìníà Fauci Ọládọ̀tun Nurudeen Ìfẹ́ẹ̀lú. Ó ṣe sẹ́nitọ̀ láàrin gbùngbùn Ọ̀yọ́ Central Senatorial District lábẹ́ àsíá ẹgbẹ́ Accord Party. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ bá ti rátàǹpàkò gbéra ní kẹ́ ẹ tẹ̀ka síbẹ̀. ẹnjìníà Fauci Ọládọ̀tun Nurudeen ò ní jáwakulẹ̀ l'Ọ̀yọ́ Central. Accord, oneness and progress.
Something big is about to happen in Ibadan. Do you know that with just 1,000 naira, you can be a proud owner of a Safira Opel bus?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, ìdíje tẹ́tí oríire lè yàtọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ̀rún kan náírà 1,000 naira. Ẹ̀yin náà lè jẹ̀bùn mọ́tò ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́. Ìyẹn nìkan kọ́ àti àwọn ẹ̀bùn ńláńlá mi bí ọ̀kadà, fìríìjì, gas cooker àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ nínú ìdíje tẹ́tí oríire tí Ajẹ́láwà.
There are lots of exciting prizes to win, such as motorcycles, deep freezers, and lots more with just 1,000 naira. Ajẹ́láwà Southwest Exhibition raffle ticket is set to change your status.
Àfàìtàlàfàì jẹ́ gbogbo wa lájẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà wá ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tìyín 1,000 naira péré ni. Ẹ kàn sí ẹ̀ka ìkéde àti ìpolówó ọjà nílé iṣẹ́ Radio Solutions 93.9 FM. Ilé àwẹ̀ ní Òkè Àdó Ìbàdàn. Bọ́dún yìí ti ṣe ń parí lọ yìí. Ìwọ náà parí ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ àtàwọn ẹ̀bùn ńláńlá ràbàǹdẹ̀mí.
ọ̀ọ́yẹ́ káàbọ̀ padà láti bẹ̀ ká máa tọ̀ ṣẹ́ṣẹ́ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ìyẹn ń sọ lọ́wọ́ wájú ọ̀ọ́yẹ́ pápápá láti bí ń kọ́ ọ̀ọ́yẹ́ sẹ́fẹ́ gbọ́ gbogbo kọ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù pátápátá wọ́n ti fún yín gbèdéke o èyí pé gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù tó ń kópa nínú ìdíje líìgì àgbọ̀jẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa Nigeria Professional Football League fáwọn ọkùnrin àjọ IMC Interim Management Committee àwọn gẹ́gẹ́ tí wàá gbé jáde kàṣàgbà wípé kí ni ọjọ́ 18 ó túmọ̀ sí pé lọ́la òde yìí ó ní kí ni deadline pẹ́ẹ́pẹ́ẹ́pẹ́ ó lọ́ máa pín o lórí ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù tí ọ̀bá ti yìí zù tí ó ti kó láìsẹ̀sì etí ẹ̀ jáde ìyẹn fi sọwọ́ ìyẹn fún registration fún ìdíje líìgì àgbọ̀jẹ̀ ìyẹn ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ipò wá sí ọfẹ́sì processing bó o ṣe máa ṣe kí ni ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ nípa láìsẹ̀sì fún ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù rẹ̀ gangan gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ogun tí ó kópa nínú ìdíje líìgì àgbọ̀jẹ̀ ọkùnrin ilẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà fún sáà 2022-2023 season bàrìbàrìbà ọ̀la gángan ọjọ́ 18 oṣù kọkànlá ó ní pínpín máa parí ẹ má jẹ́ tẹ̀yìn àtẹ̀jáde lọ́bọ̀ọ̀sà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tó jíbọ̀ àlẹ́ ka bí sẹ́sẹ̀ ń yá sí ìyẹn fún àjọ ti IMC Davidson Owumi èèpẹ̀ kọ̀tọ́ bá kùnà láti ṣe léyìí ẹ̀bà ká mọ̀ parọ́ tara wa jẹ ó ti kí ni ó fẹ́ sọ pọ̀ rẹ̀ nìyẹn láti kópa nínú ìdíje líìgì ìyẹlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà wọn nítorí pé tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ọjọ́ 15 oṣù kẹwàá òun láti fún yín lọ́kọ́ tó rí pé alábàtìmọ̀ tó sùn ìyẹn níwọ̀nba ọjọ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ mélòó ṣùgbọ́n lọ́wọ́ yìí lọ́ba ti dìgbà yẹn ìyẹn lọ́la lọ́ọ̀bá ti ṣe kí ni àṣìlẹ̀ rẹ̀ àjẹpẹ́ kò juwọ́ sí báyìí nù ìdíje líìgì àgbòyẹlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ọ̀yá já lọ sójú òpó Facebook fan page ó já lọ sí kí ni sóyà lógo ó já wa mọ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ńbẹ̀ ọ̀yọ́ tó dà òòdù ọlá nìyẹn òòdù ọlá sínú ayọ̀ mi ó ní balógun tiwa yẹ́sìkẹ́ ó ní up Chelsea ọ̀yá winona ọ̀yá ń sọ lójú òpó Facebook yẹn mo ti lọ tẹ̀ ẹ́ bẹ̀ kẹ́ẹ̀sì ti gbé bẹ̀ káàdì ni káàdì eléyìí tá a fi ń ṣe kí ni tá a fi kọ́ọ̀lù ọ̀yá lọ wò ó tó o bá ti wá rí pọ́jù dọ̀ rẹ lọ́wọ́ lé sí mọ́pìlẹ̀ ṣe kí ni mọ̀ ṣe kí ni mọ̀ kulẹ̀ pé sáàrà fíbẹ̀ pé mi mórí lóòdù lẹ̀ ọ̀yá lójú òpó Facebook fan page lọ́ọ̀yẹ̀ wò wàá bá ń bẹ̀ kétékété ọ̀yá pápá wákà tó sọ́wọ́ wájú kejì ẹ̀ tó lọ wájú ọ̀tán ìbílíìgì wa mo ní yọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ láìpẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́gbọ̀n látọ̀dọ̀ àjọ ti IMC.
ọ̀rọ̀ wo là ń gbọ́ ṣùgbọ́n ti kọ́kọ́ sọ ní
ọjọ́
tó lọ lọ́n pé ìpè kan ṣe kọ́yètè iṣu láńsẹ̀sì fún àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù wọn láti mọ ibi tí gbogbo nǹkan dé dúró a rí i pé wọ́n tún padà sún síwájú wípé àwọn tó fún wọn di ọ̀la yìí so èmi tún nígbàgbọ́ pé tí wọ́n bá tún ti rí àwọn ìgbé agbábọ́ọ̀lù tó tọ̀nà wọ́n tún padà sún ni so ìyẹn dẹ̀ èmi ń sọ nǹkan gẹ́gẹ́ ìyẹn gẹ́gẹ́ lèmi sọ pé kán wulẹ̀ mú ọjọ́ kan báyìí tí wọ́n mọ̀ pé kò ní yẹ irú ọ̀la tán sọ pé ọ̀la ni deadline yìí èmi ò sì tí nígbàgbọ́ pé ọ̀la ni deadline yìí tí nígbàgbọ́ ó dìgbà tó bá ti tí ọ̀la náà bá tó mọ́ta bá tó wá rí i pé lóòótọ́ ni wọ́n sọ pé ọ̀la ni deadline tí ó bá dẹ̀ ti ṣe ó ti lose chance ní tẹ̀ nìyẹn ìgbà yẹn gẹ́gẹ́ màá yẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn àjọ IMC yìí o wọ́n ti mú wọ́n ti ní kọ́tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe nísàyè bọ́ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bọ̀ èmi ò tí gbàgbọ́ ipe ọ̀la ni deadline èmi ò tí gbàgbọ́ torí wọ́n sàn sún tún sún.
tára àti ẹ bá ní olùgbàládé tán ẹ tó lẹ́gbàgbọ́ náà.
àtìgbà orí bàtà bá tó rì.
ọ̀dà ọkọ̀ ẹ̀fẹ́ ṣe ní sínú ìdìbìlì.
ẹ nà
ẹ̀fẹ́ mi tá a bá rí bàlá.
ẹ nà nǹkan tá a bá rí gba gbàgbọ́.
ọ̀dà kò gbé wúdé. ṣùgbọ́n ẹjẹ́ àmọ́ ohun tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó bá dọ̀la. ọ̀ya pápá láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìdíje lẹ́ni mẹ́rin yẹn super four náà ń pè é eléyìí tán lọ láàrin àwọn ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù èèyàn ń kópa èèyàn nínú ìdíje líìgì onípele kejì ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn mẹ́rin tán gbàgbéga wá ìdíje líìgì àgbọ̀jẹ́lẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Bayelsa United ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Doma United Academy Warriors òun náà gbàgbéga wá ṣùgbọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lánàá yálà fẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ tó wáyé òun ní Bayelsa United yálà láti máa gbọ́ mi ayọ̀ ẹlẹ́yin òdòdó kójú ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Doma United ẹ má jẹ́ tàn yín àmì ayọ̀ òun gólẹ́ẹ̀sì ni òun lọ́la bá ti máa wáyé ṣùgbọ́n gbẹ̀yìn èèkọ́ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Doma United wọ́n ti wá sàlàyé ipa wọn sì tẹ̀síwájú ni torí pé àwọn gangan fẹ́ mú nǹkan tó dáa àwọn fẹ́ mú jáde ẹ sì ti mọ̀ pé ní tó bá láwọn ti máa ṣe pò kíní ìyẹn láàrin àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin òun gangan ni champion díje ti NLA ìdílé wa Nàìjíríà wọ́n ti gba àgbéga wá sínú ìdíje líìgì àgbọ̀jọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà bó ṣe rí lápọ̀dọ̀ tiwọn onímọ̀ ní ìsáré mọ́ wá ọ̀yá pápá àpálá tilẹ̀ èèkọ́ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù wọ́n máa mú nǹkan lẹ̀ kojú ara wọn nínú ìdíje CAF Confederation Cup ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù wo ni èèkọ́ Rivers United nìkan ló kún lẹ̀ láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà àjọ CAF láwọn máa kéde ìgbà èyẹ tí kìíní èyẹ tí wọ́n láwọn ti máa yí wọn síra wọn ní sọ̀rí ìdíje ti CAF Champions League àti CAF Confederation Cup bó ṣe máa jẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn lásàrè lọ sílùú Ọ̀ṣun lórí pé gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ọ̀tẹ́wọ́gba náà wọ́nrán èyẹ Touch of Unity fún ìdíje ti NSF ìyẹn National Sports Festival eléyìí tó máa wáyé nílùú Àṣàbà ìyẹn ọdún 2022 tá a wà yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ gangan náà sì ní òní a sì dáadáa bẹ́ẹ̀ ọdẹ akátó máa lọ́ọ́ lé òkèèrè ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣàlàyé èyí pé kí ni Henry Nwosu agbábọ́ọ̀lù tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ni ìyẹn fún ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù àgbọ̀jẹ́lẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà ẹ mọ̀ pé kí ni aró ogun òle òjòjò ń ṣògùn ni láti bí ọ̀sẹ̀ bíi mélòó sẹ́yìn láyé àjẹtàmọ̀já wa tán wípé ààrẹ àjọ ti NFF ìyẹn Ibrahim Gusau ó ṣàbẹ̀wò sí o níbi tó wà eléyìí tán ní bàbá yìí nílò ìtọ́jú eléyìí tó péye ìyẹn dáadáa lórí pé lọ́wọ́ kan ní wọ́n láǹfààní láti mọ̀ ṣe kíni ní wọ́n lọ síbẹ̀ òun gangan náà wọ́n ní eba ìtọ́jú tó péye òun gangan náà ló nílò ọdẹ ṣe kéde àtìlẹ́yìn eléyìí tó gbọ̀ngbọ̀n fún un lọ́wọ́ yìí ó ti gbé o alẹ́lẹ́ Lagos State University Teaching Hospital láti fún láyẹ̀wò àti ìtọ́jú eléyìí tó ṣe dáadáa ẹ má jẹ́ tàn yìí àná gangan lọ́balẹ̀ sílùú Èkó ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí aago 7 ọkọ̀jọ́ ogún ọ̀sẹ̀jú lọ́wọ́ àṣálẹ́ àná Ọlọ́run kọjá ara wa bọ́yá dáadáa ọ̀dà láti bẹ̀ èmi fẹ́ mọ́ lọ ní ẹ jẹ́ a máa lọ sílé òkèrè wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ tó rọ́jọ́ tẹ́ ẹ rí ẹ̀ gangan àárín musolókun bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a bá ti délé òkèrè ẹ ti mọ̀ pa a máa tún sójú òpó yẹn lẹ̀ a máa sóyòkò a sọ lógun ń bẹ̀ orin ọ̀bá ní lẹ́jọ́ náà a bá ṣiṣọ́lá bá ṣọlá balógun rèé akọ̀ròyìn àsọ̀rọ̀ yìí akọ̀ròyìn jèrè ìdárayá the only sports captain fún gbogbo yìí bí ó ṣe alẹ́lẹ́ òdìlé òkèrè káwa lọ gbà síbẹ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ wọnú àwọn lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀. ọ̀ọ́yá láti bí ẹja kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà nínú àwọn èsì fẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ lọ́rọ̀sọ̀rẹ̀ eléyìí tọ́ṣẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn láyà náà ní tìbútòrò káàkiri àgbáyé àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè ń kojú ara wọn lánàá yẹ gẹ́gẹ́ ní Tunisia wọ́n fìyà jẹ Iran pẹ̀lú àmì ayò 2-0 Saudi Arabia jẹgba lọ́wọ́ Croatia ẹ̀yọ kan dodo ní o èèkọ́ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ìyẹn Uzbekistan àwọn náà wọ́n fìyà jẹ Kazakhstan pẹ̀lú àmì ayò 2-0 UAE wọ́n kọ̀wé sí ìyà ńlá orílẹ̀-èdè Argentina lọ́nà wọn lámì ayò 5-0 onílẹ̀ Argentina òun náà fi sí parọ́wà ìyẹn fún ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù náà lánàá Andres Messi ọjà gò kan wọlé rẹ̀ Angel Di Maria òun náà fẹ̀yọ̀ kan lé ó tún fẹ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kejì lé pẹ̀lú Di Maria méjì ló gbá látọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀ kí Lionel Messi kó ní òtó fẹ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kẹrin lé ẹ̀ẹ́bà ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Argentina àmì ayò 5-0 òun náà fi ṣe ìbọmi yà ìyẹn fẹ́ gbé agbábọ́ọ̀lù ti United Arab Emirates Ivory Coast ó fìyà jẹ Burundi àmì 4-1 lọ̀rọ̀ bá dé ẹ̀yọ́ kan délé ní Andoria òun lọ́gbà lọ́wọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè ti Austria níbi tí ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ Czech Republic àwọn náà borí o pẹ̀lú àmì ayò 5-0 ìyẹn Faroe Island òun náà kojú 2-2 lọ̀rọ̀ bá dé láàrin Kosovo àti Armenia níbi tí Latvia ó ti mú nǹkan lẹ̀ kojú ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ti Estonia pẹ̀lú àmì ayò kọ̀ọ̀kan tá gbà ọ̀yábọ̀ nìkan ṣe máa lọ lẹ́nìí ìdíje ọlọ́rọ̀ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ international friendly ó tún máa wáyé lẹ́nìí ó ti ń lọ lọ́wọ́ láàrin Ghana àti orílẹ̀-èdè Switzerland àwọn méjèèjì ń gbámi ayọ̀ lẹ́yìn òdòdó lọ́wọ́ lọ́ba dago 2 ọ̀sán ní Angola pẹ̀lú Botswana Japan pẹ̀lú Canada àwọn méjèèjì àkókò kan náà ní tẹ́wárí tọ́ba dago 5 rọ̀lẹ́ Jordan àti Spain ní Morocco pẹ̀lú Georgia Rwanda àti Sudan ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Syria pẹ̀lú Belarus Romania pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù èyẹ Slovenia òun náà jọ máa kojú ara wọn lọ́wọ́ wá dago 7 ní òun gangan náà ní ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ìyẹn Malta pẹ̀lú Greece èèkọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Montenegro àti Slovakia tẹ́wárí aago 9 tàbí aago 8 kù ìṣẹ́jú 15 òun ní ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Portugal wọ́n á máa mú nǹkan lẹ̀ kojú ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Nàìjíríà aago 8 gẹ́gẹ́ Luxembourg pẹ̀lú ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Hungary bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa rí láàrin Republic of Ireland àwọn àti Norway wọ́n jọ máa jùgbára wọn ìjà ńlá tí ọmọ ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn o láàrin ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù méjèèjì ẹ̀mí ní àníkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ síbẹ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà gbogbo ayé máa fẹ́ wòye ní ọ̀bálẹ́jọ́ náà. ọ̀ọ́yá pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ ńlẹ̀ ṣé èsì pọ́n fẹ́ fọ́gbà yẹn ga pátápátá ó tiẹ̀ ti fọ́ ni ìyẹn pẹ̀lú àwọn ògbólóǹtò ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ agbábọ́ọ̀lù fún ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Manchester United ìyẹn mọ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Cristiano Ronaldo ó tún sọ̀rọ̀ ńlá o pẹ̀lú àwọn ìgbáradì ilé ìtàn ti ta ìyẹn ìfọwọ́wẹ́lẹ́nu ilé ìtàn náà ti máa gbé ta ìyẹn fún Cristiano Ronaldo sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá ó ní ẹ̀wọ́ ká mọ́ parọ́ tara wa jẹ ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Manchester United ìsọwọ́ táwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù yẹn gan ṣe ń gbá bọ́ọ̀lù kódà bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe àfi bí ọmọ èké kí ló dé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kí la gbé kí lẹ jù ikọ̀ Manchester United wọ́n ní ẹ wò ó wọ́n ṣe dáadáa o bẹ́lẹ̀ jábá yín lókun ó ń darapọ̀ mọ́ ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Manchester City tán ìyẹn kó tó di pé ó ń darapọ̀ mọ́ Manchester United padà ìyẹn nígbà tó ń padà wá bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní ṣùgbọ́n ìfẹ́ àtọkàn tí mo ní síkọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Manchester United òun ló jẹ́ kí n padà darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn ìpè ṣùgbọ́n lọ́wọ́ yìí ká mọ́ parọ́ tara wa jẹ àwọn alákòóso yẹn wọ́n ṣe dáadáa sóhun eba Ronaldo sọ̀rọ̀.
ẹ mọ̀ pé mi náà wulẹ̀ ti sọ ní ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá lọ náà pé tábà ti sọ wípé Ronaldo pé kò ṣe dáadáa ìgbà tó dé ikọ̀ Manchester yẹn pé ọwọ́ ìwọ̀nba tí wọ́n fi fún ní chance àti gbá bọ́ọ̀lù pé kò tiẹ̀ deliver but at least gbogbo nǹkan tí Ronaldo sọ pé Manchester United ṣe fóun pátápátá ni Manchester United jẹ̀bi lóòótọ́ torí tá a bá ní káwọ́ dáadáa pé ọmọkùnrin tó fi torí ìfẹ́ tó ní sí ó fi Manchester City lẹ̀ wá darapọ̀ mọ́ yín kádà mọ̀ gbàgbé pé Manchester City ló wà báyìí ni Ọlọ́run ló mọ iye àwọn tí ó ti mì báyìí torí èmi wulẹ̀ tí mo ń sọ gan pé gbogbo góòtì Erling Haaland ní sáà tá a wà yìí Ronaldo mọ̀ gbé bàbá Alex Ferguson yóò mọ̀ gbé wọn sí pé bàbá ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin lẹ́sìn sún gan torí Alex Ferguson ló ní kí Ronaldo kó mọ̀ bọ̀ ní Manchester United pé kó mọ̀ padà sí Man City pé Manchester ni gbogbo wọn wà ìwọ tó tún wá jẹ́ legend Manchester United ó tún wá fẹ́ mọ̀ lọ sí Manchester City so èmi sọ pé gbogbo ìgbà ní ìmọ̀dún Ronaldo pé ká lóun wà ní inú Manchester City yìí ní ọlọ́run ló mọ iye àwọn tóun ó ti mì so adẹ́kadẹ́ mọ́ gbà pé nǹkan òtọ́rọ̀ ló sọ nípa àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù pé wọ́n mọ́ ń gbábọ́ọ̀lù ọmọ kékeré kò sí mentality kankan ní orí àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù wọn lẹ́yìn ọmọ kékeré tẹ́mi rí tó ẹ̀sẹ̀ ń jáde bọ́ba ìyẹn Garnacho ìyẹn gẹ́gẹ́ mo rí pé òun tiẹ̀ mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe tó tá bá ní ká gbogbo àwọn Rashford gbogbo àwọn Sancho gbogbo wọn kọ́tàkátà wọn múṣemúṣe wọn ò tí ì dá múṣemúṣe lórí tèmi even Ronaldo kan tún sọ kankan lálẹ́ àná tó kàn pè mí lẹ́rìn dìsìn ó ní Anthony Elanga ipe ọmọ òun Ronaldo Junior ipò dáa jù lọ ìyẹn gan tẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ pè mí lẹ́yìn lálẹ́ pé kí ni Ronaldo tún sọ báyìí ṣùgbọ́n lápọ̀dọ̀ tèmi Manchester United torí Ronaldo náà tún sọ mọ́rọ̀ pé ìgbà tọ́mọ òun kú ipe Manchester United ò kí òun wọn kí òun rárá ó ní Liverpool tí àwọn jọ jẹ́ ọ̀tá gan táwọn jọjọ orogún gan pé wọ́n sì bóun dárò wọ́n send message sóhun ipe wọ́n kí òun dára ó ní Manchester United tóun tún wá ń gbá bọ́ọ̀lù fún ipe wọn ṣe nǹkan kan orí ẹ̀ wọn ṣe fóun so lápọ̀rọ̀ tèmi náà ọdún gbogbo nǹkan tí Ronaldo sọ ò dáa o bọ̀ nǹkan tó sọ náà Manchester United wọ́n jẹ̀bi Cristiano Ronaldo.
wọ́n jẹ̀bi Cristiano Ronaldo pẹ̀lú bó ṣe ń láwọn tí máa ṣèrò ọkàn rẹ̀ báyìí.
lóòótọ́ gbogbo nǹkan tó sọ kò tọ́ sí lẹ́nu láti sọ síta kò nǹkan tí ò dáa ni fún aṣíwájú táwọn èèyàn ń wò ipe ẹ̀ńtẹ́yìn táwọn èèyàn ń wò bí aṣíwájú lóòótọ́ kò dáa ṣùgbọ́n òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ni.
ṣé bá wá dé láti world cup ṣé yóò rí lédè sí báyìí.
òun náà wulẹ̀ ti mọ̀ ó ti mọ̀ pé kò sure pé òun ó padà sí Manchester United tí world cup bá parí so ló jẹ́ kó náà lápapọ̀ ló jẹ́ kí ó sọ gbogbo nǹkan tó sọ yẹn ló jẹ́ kó sọ síta pé òun lẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé tó bá ti di January kóun wá tíìmù kan tóun ó gbà lọ so ló jẹ́ pé even gan tábánikàwò lánàá gan gbogbo picture rẹ̀ tó wà ní Old Trafford pátápátá ní Manchester United ti ṣí wọ́n ti ṣí gbogbo picture Ronaldo tó wà ní Old Trafford pátápátá gbogbo picture tó wà gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ti ṣí kúrò ńbẹ̀ so èmi rí pé ó wulẹ̀ ti bà gbogbo nǹkan jẹ́ already so èmi ò rò pé ó lè padà sí inú nǹkan yẹn mọ́ tí World Cup bá parí.
ó ti fọ́gbà yẹn ga.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ti bà gbogbo nǹkan jẹ́ ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ ó ti balẹ̀ jẹ́ bọ́nẹ̀ jẹ́ kò kọ́ nǹkan tó lè dà.
ẹ̀yin náà bí ọ̀rọ̀ ń dùn bóyá nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí
nǹkan kò sẹ́ni tán ṣe fún ìtàn sí rẹ́ fún tí ò ní dùn ṣùgbọ́n èmi lápọ̀dọ̀ tèmi kò yẹ kí Ronaldo sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yẹn bọ nǹkan tó sọ òótọ́ torí tá a bá ní káwò dáadáa gbogbo nǹkan tó sọ yẹn náà ni Zlatan Ibrahimovic sọ kò di ròyìn báyìí gbogbo nǹkan tó sọ yẹn náà ni Mourinho sọ ìgbà tí wọ́n sáàkì Mourinho gbogbo ẹ̀ ni Mourinho sọ kò di ròyìn báyìí ìgbà tó di ti Cristiano Ronaldo ó ní gbogbo ẹ̀ di ròyìn bọ̀ lápọ̀dọ̀ tèmi náà òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ nìkan tó sọ bọ̀ kò tọ́ sí agbábọ́ọ̀lù tó wà lọ́ndà contract ní kọ́ọ̀lù kó mọ̀ sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí Cristiano Ronaldo sọ.
ọ̀ọ́dà pápápá ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ọkọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù sí láwà ó tó di pa máa bọ́ sáwọn orílẹ̀-èdè kọ̀ọ̀kan ìdíje fẹ̀yà àgbáyé ọmọ ti súnmọ́ tòótọ́ gidigidi gangan wọn ni ọ̀ọ́yà pápápá láti fi kọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣàlàyé èèpẹ̀ ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Barcelona wọ́n ń lé ọmọ kékeré kan nínú ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Arsenal àwọn ọmọ jẹ́ ọmọ ẹlọ́mọ kékeré lọ wọ́n lé ọmọ yìí ògo ọ̀la ló máa jẹ́ lọ́la agbábọ́ọ̀lù ọmọ ọdún mọ́kàndínlógún ni iye Charlie Patino agbábọ́ọ̀lù wọn ló ń ṣe dáadáa èyí nínú kẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ọ̀hún pàápàá jùlọ nígbà tí kẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Arsenal tí wọ́n fi sọgbà lọ sínú kẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Blackpool nínú ìdíje Championship ọmọ èyí wọn ló ṣe dáadáa ń bẹ̀ gidigidi ni lórí pé láti ìgbà tó ti wà lọ́mọ ọdún 12 òun gangan náà ló ti ń gbìyànjú ẹ̀ ìyẹn papọ̀ pẹ̀lú kẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Arsenal nígbà yẹn ló kojú kẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Sunderland ìyẹn fún Gunners nínú ìdíje League Cup tó dẹ̀ sí dáadáa pẹ̀lú bó ti gbá góò kan wọlé later ó tún padà gbá ìdíje ti FA Cup papọ̀ pẹ̀lú kẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Gunners kó tó di wádìí pé wọ́n ti lọ sínú ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Blackpool lọ́wọ́ ìyá ọmọ etí pọ́ ọmọ ọdún mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́ ọmọ ọdún mọ́kàndínlógún tọ́dẹ̀ ń ṣe dáadáa pẹ̀lú adé àgbàdo nílẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Blackpool ó ti farahàn nígbà mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ìyẹn 15 appearances tọ́dẹ̀ ti gbá góò méjì wọlé ó tún fi méjì lẹ̀ ipe bá ń gbá ta bá ń gbá wọnú lédè àrè eléyìí tó jẹ́ assist gẹ́gẹ́ fún ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Blackpool olùkọ́ni Mikel Arteta ó lóun ti ríwèé gbà látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn lásìkò ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Barcelona ipa àwọn fẹ́ rà á ipe kódà èmi gẹ́gẹ́ mọ́ wa tí mo ti wà convince mo ti ń wojú ẹ̀ ó ń ṣe mí kàmì bọ́ọ̀yà káwọn sáyẹn ọmọ yẹn pátápátá ni o ìyẹn kó jẹ́ neutral contract òun ló máa wà lábẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ikọ̀ Barcelona wọ́n ń lé wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ bọ́ọ̀yà máa rí gbé àbí wọn ò ní í gbé ọ̀yẹ́ òdinú kọ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Manchester City wọ́n láwọn wílí àmọ̀ọ́mọ̀ ni o a fẹ́ san £230,000 lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ ìyẹn fún Toni Kroos láti lè bàjẹ́ pé transfer rẹ̀ kó lè ta àbá àyà kákákáká dáadáa kúrò nínú ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ti Real Madrid. Toni Kroos ẹ mọ̀ pọ́ ọmọ ilẹ̀ Germany ni inú ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Real Madrid ní pápá ìṣeré Santiago Bernabeu ọmọ yẹn ń tàbí ilé pé dáadáa new contract tí ń bẹ́ ńlẹ̀ ó ti fẹ́ tẹnubodò èèbà olùkọ́ni rẹ̀ ìyẹn Pep Guardiola ọ̀dẹ̀ ti sọ dídí ọ̀sọ̀ dáadáa ó ní sáà tó ń bọ̀ yóò wù mí kọ́ mi wá wọlé àwọn olùkóso ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ìyẹn ti Manchester City wọ́n ti wá ń pèsè £230,000 ìpè àwọn máa fún lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ti Real Madrid àpapọ̀ owó tí ń gbà lódìdí ọdún kan ó jẹ́ €9 million nígbà tán wọ́n wá wò ó ikọ̀ Manchester City wọ́n láwọn sọ di kíni wọ́n sọ di €14 million pẹ̀lú bọ́n ti bá jáwé sówó ẹ̀ bóyá yóò wá àbí òní wá àwọn tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ Toni Kroos gan sí èsì dàgbà.
àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù kan wá tẹ̀ pé tán bá dàgbà wọ́n máa ń tán ni tó yẹ pé kò ní sí kankan fún wọn mọ́ àwọn míì wá dẹ̀rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ń dàgbà sí ni ọgbórí wọn pọ̀ sí so bẹ́ẹ̀ ni torí tábà ní káwọ́ àwọn Lewandowski ojoojúmọ́ náà ń dàgbà sí bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni wọ́n dúró àti mi wọ́n stop ẹ̀ so tábà ní káwọ́ àwọn Toni Kroos náà àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù kódà ó ti pẹ́ láti bí 2014 tí Guardiola ti wà ní Bayern Munich tí Toni Kroos fi lọ láàrin ọlọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ wá sí inú kọ Real Madrid ó ní Guardiola sọ pé kò yẹ kí wọ́n jẹ́ kí Toni Kroos kó lọ yípe tóun bá ní Toni Kroos láàrin yípe òun ò ní lọ ní trophyless nígbà yẹn ní 2015 tí Guardiola sọ pé tóun bá ní Toni Kroos láàrin yípe òun ò ní lọ trophyless so Toni Kroos náà dẹ̀ ni ó sọ pé nǹkan tó wù òun jù ni pé kókó òun hang bùtù ní inú kọ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Real Madrid so èmi rí i pé nǹkan kan tán fi lè convince Toni Kroos náà ní wípé owó torí a rí i pé gbogbo owó tí wọ́n san fún Casemiro náà owó náà pọ̀ torí owó tí bí èyàn gba €7 million lọ́dún fún Real Madrid tí Manchester United gbé dé pẹ̀lú €12 million a rí i pé bíi dọ́bù gan ni owó yìí so èmi dẹ̀ rí i pé nǹkan tó bá ṣe tì ilẹ̀ ló ń gbé so èmi rí i pé nǹkan kan tó fi lè convince torí kò sí nǹkan tó ọmọkùnrin yìí náà ti gbà tán nínú ikọ̀ Real Madrid so ife ẹ̀yẹ kankan ò jọ́ lójú lẹ́yìn pé tó náà bá tún wò pé kóun lọ challenge mi pé kóun lọ sí líìgì bòmí kóun tún lọ wo bó tún ṣe rí bọ̀ èmi rí i pé lápọ̀dọ̀ tèmi kan tó fi lè tán Toni Kroos wà náà ni pé kán fi owó tù lójú so àwọn kádẹ́ mú báyìí pé òpin sáyé náà ni àdéhùn rí Toni bọ̀dù pé tó bá ti di January báyìí wọ́n ti láǹfààní àti lè bá a sọ̀rọ̀ so èmi rí i kan tó fi lè pè wá sínú kọ́ Manchester City yẹn náà kò ju owó lọ so kò dẹ̀ sì dàgbà Toni Kroos ò dàgbà lóòótọ́ wọ́n ti wà bí 34 years of age bọ̀ bọ́ọ̀lù ẹsẹ̀ wọn kì í ṣe bọ́ọ̀lù àgbàlagbà bọ́ọ̀lù ọmọ kékeré ló sì ń bẹ lẹ́sẹ̀ bàbá sì mọ bọ́ọ̀lù gbá o.
bàbá sì mọ bọ́ọ̀lù gbá Toni Kroos. ọ̀dà lójú òpó Facebook wọn náà ṣó ń bẹ̀ ọ̀yá mo rí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ Ọlámilékan Abdulrahim olùwẹ̀dọ̀mùsà bákan náà àásìmí ìgbàdégẹ̀sì SOJ àtàlájì àmì Muhammadu oníringéèdì àwọn onírin ìyẹn ń dùgbẹ́ náà ọ̀nì ẹ̀wù Chelsea ẹ̀jẹ̀ àtúmọ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ náà mọ̀ ń lọ wá mọ̀ ń bọ̀ wá ẹ̀jẹ̀ àtúnlọ báyìí náà àlélẹ́ òdìbò ni. ó dín lóko ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Crystal Palace lórí asọ́lé kan rèé Owell Goodman òun lọ́la máa ti máa tọwọ́ bọ̀ ìwé àdéhùn eléyìí tó ní í ṣe papọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ti Crystal Palace tẹ́lẹ̀ ó wà ń bẹ̀ ó ti wá láwọn ti máa tó fún wọn ìyẹ́ládé ń dẹ́sẹ̀ mi torí pé nínú ọdún ìgangan náà ní sẹ́ẹ̀rì ó tẹnu bòde wọ́n wá gbé sí wájú wípé bò wá lọ̀rọ̀ ṣe máa lọ sọ́ọ̀n lọ ní àbí káfẹ́ lójú sí i àwọn ọmọkùnrin yìí Owen Goodman ó ṣe bí ọmọ ọkọ náà ní Goodman ní tòótọ́ pẹ̀lú bó ṣe fẹsẹ̀ lójú sí i pápọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Crystal Palace kódà dé ọdún mẹ́ta ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ òun gangan náà ló láǹfààní òun lọ tọwọ́ bọ̀ pápọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Crystal Palace ìyẹn nílẹ̀ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ọ̀ọ́yá pápápá Ansu Fati ẹ ti mọ̀ pàgbábọ́ọ̀lù ni fún ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Barcelona ọmọ yìí wà lára àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù eléyìí tọ́jú ń bẹ lára rẹ̀ ìyẹn fún ìdíje fi ẹ̀yẹ àgbáyé eléyìí tó máa wáyé Luis Enrique gẹ́gẹ́ lólùkọ́ni fún ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Barcelona ó wá ṣàpèjúwe ó ní pẹ̀lú bó ṣe include sára akọ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù ti ba ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Spain ó ní tó máa mú jáde lára rẹ̀ yóò ṣe díẹ̀ lórí pé ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Jordan àwọn pẹ̀lú Spain wọ́n á jọ mú nǹkan lẹ̀ ìyẹn nínú ìdíje bọ́ọ̀lù aláfẹsẹ̀gbá wọ́n bá ṣe lọ́ba ṣe ń bọ̀ àjọ máa wò ní pre-tournament ní ìyẹn friendly match eléyìí tó máa wáyé láàrin àwọn méjèèjì ìyẹn lọ́wọ́ ọ̀sán òní bọ́ bá ṣe ń lọ àjọ máa wò sẹ́mi wọ́n gbé ìyẹn àwọn ọmọ léńjì agbábọ́ọ̀lù yìí Ansu Fati.
nǹkan tí mo rò pé tí gbogbo wa fi sọ pé sẹ́mi wọ́n gbé lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ò ní ìfarapa tí Ansu Fati ní so Ansu Fati ṣe player kékeré Ansu Fati mọ bọ́ọ̀lù gbá bó ṣe jẹ́ pé ọ̀dọ́ ni ó mọ bọ́ọ̀lù gbá bọ́ọ̀lù tó wà láyé ìsìn ẹni tí ò bá ti mọ bọ́ọ̀lù gbó ò lè gbà àwọn Ansu Fati gbogbo àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké sí wọ́n mọ bọ́ọ̀lù gbá bọ̀ ìfarapa ní lèmi rí pé ó fẹ́ ṣàkùdé fún Ansu Fati torí kéèyàn mọ lọ ìfarapa lóṣù 7-8 so ó mọ rọ́ọ̀nù kárí agbábọ́ọ̀lù ni so nǹkan tí mo rí tí gbogbo èèyàn fi ń dáàtọ̀ Ansu Fati lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí bọ̀ lápọ̀dọ̀ tèmi Ansu Fati player tó mọ bọ́ọ̀lù gbá dáadáa tí ó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ farapa ẹ̀ rí best of Ansu Fati.
best of Ansu Fati a máa rí tí ó bá ti lé ọ̀rọ̀ ìfarapa rárá ọ̀dà kò bẹ́ẹ̀ òde àjọ wò ó ìyẹn nígbà tó máa ń tẹ̀síwájú ìyẹn ìdíje ìfẹ́ àgbáyé máa fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Táyọ̀ Kọ́mọláfẹ́ Adébáyọ̀ ọ̀sùn lónìí ẹ̀ kú ètò àbàsílà ọ̀rá ìdànjọ́ I dey enjoy you all dà wọ́n ìwọ náà máa enjoy ara rẹ̀. ọ̀yá pápá láti bẹ̀ àjẹpá ní àníkà kò sí bẹ̀ ẹjẹ́ àmọ́ tàtàkùrù kà á máa lọ sí kíni kà á máa lọ sínú ìdíje fẹ̀yẹ àgbáyé ní World Cup níbi tá a bá dé lánàá àtúntẹ̀sọ́wọ́ wájú ṣùgbọ́n kí n tó lọ ń bẹ̀ wọ́n ríròyìn eléyìí wọ́n ní Messi Ronaldo Neymar ara àwọn ìràwọ̀ ògo eléyìí tá a fẹ́ wò nínú ìdíje fẹ̀yẹ àgbáyé ni àwọn yòókù nǹkan.
àmọ́ jura wa lọ tìjàkadì kọ gbogbo wa la mọ̀ pé àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù wọ́n yẹn ṣe agbábọ́ọ̀lù kékeré àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù tán ló kọ nítorí àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù tó yẹ pé ọdọọdún wọ́n máa ń lomi ní wọn tí ì bá ṣe ọdún yìí tí Cristiano Ronaldo àti Lionel Messi tí wọ́n mítọ̀pù ti UEFA so gbogbo alamọ̀pọ̀ ọdọọdún náà mọ̀ nomi bí wọ́n lomi ní Cristiano Ronaldo wọ́n nomi ní Lionel Messi so gbogbo alákàmọ̀ pé lọ́dún yìí ó ní wọ́n nomi náà so ajúra wa ló ti jàkadì kọ ẹni tá a fẹ́ wò nífẹ̀ẹ́ àgbáyé òun náà làwọn Ronaldo Messi Neymar àwọn Lewandowski àwọn tá a mọ̀ pé àwọn Karim Benzema tá a mọ̀ pé yàtọ̀ sí àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké kan náà tó tún ti fowókọ wọn lẹ̀ ìyẹn àwọn Kylian Mbappe so àwọn yẹn náà látún fẹ́ wò so ajúra wa lọ ti jàkadì kan tó bá sọ pé àwọn face of World Cup àwọn yẹn náà nù kò sẹ́ni tó ń bá wọn dù.
kò sẹ́ni tó ń bá wọn dùn ìdíje ìfẹ́ àgbáyé yọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ yọ mẹ́rin ènìyàn àwò ìdíje ìfẹ́.
kódà ó ti dé tán gan ni ẹja sọ.
ó ti dé tán gan ni eba ọ̀dà kò béwu dé ìdíje ìfẹ̀yẹ àgbáyé ó ti dé tán gan ni o wọn ní ní ẹja sọ. ọ̀dà bí o ṣe ẹ jẹ́ kémi ọmọ amúrìn wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ń bá bọ̀ àwọn agbábọ́ọ̀lù wọn ti kéde eléyìí tọ́lá bá ti máa jáde wá láti ná àwọn ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù kọ̀ọ̀kan mo ti sọ iye owó tán fẹ́ jẹ́mọ́ aláwọ̀ ti máa bọ́ sápò ní àpòsò àwọn ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù kọ̀ọ̀kan bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé láti ilẹ̀ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì Manchester City ló lágbábọ́ọ̀lù 60 players ní láti inú ọkọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Manchester City nìkan ó túmọ̀ sí pé 8.5 million euro 8.5,000 eléyìí tó máa wọlé ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù Manchester City àwa bá wọn yí para ìyẹn sí bí ọ̀nà 16 times 16 owó ti kúnlẹ̀ ọ̀yẹ́ ẹja lọ́nbẹ̀ náà.
Sampu ya loco, sampu ya loco.
Ìjọ alájọ òrìṣà fẹ́ mi rè yẹ o, ọmọ kálí rè yẹ o, clever kéré. Oya everybody show your logo, make them know say you get logo. Everybody show your logo, make them know say you get logo. Jesse fan dem dey here o, Naka fan dem dey here, Man U fan dem dey here o, Ghana fan dem dey here.
ẹ jẹ́ ọmọ ṣíkìní yẹn lẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká orí jẹ́sí tẹ̀ wọ̀ ẹ kára sọ gbábọ́ọ̀lù tiẹ̀ náà ọ̀yí ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù wọn ni àbí tiẹ̀ ọ̀yí ẹjẹ́ àǹsùn bẹ̀ 0909 8 mẹ́ta 9939 òun gangan ní nọ́mbà tó jásá pa àwọn jẹ́ kó yé wa láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ tẹ́ dópin òun gangan náà làjọ fífà òun náà ti ya owó dídì bọ́ọ̀lù aláfẹsẹ̀gbá fi ẹ̀yẹ àgbà eléyìí tó máa ṣẹ́ dáadáa láyọ̀ ayọ́mẹ́rin ọ̀yá lẹ́mọ̀ pé lọ́dún 2018 ìyẹn láwa ti máa mú díje fẹ̀yẹ àgbà wínà ẹ̀ ń tó gbìyànjú ẹ̀ tó gbà á ẹ̀ bàtà ti 8 million pounds òun gangan náà lówó tó bá dé ẹ̀ gangan ṣùgbọ́n lọ́dún yìí wọ́n tó ṣe àfikún owó ó ti bọ́ sórí 42 million pounds òun gangan náà ní tó increase tẹ̀ wá fẹ́ sọ èyí pé ikọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ agbábọ́ọ̀lù lọ́ bá gbìyànjú ẹ̀ lọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀ yọ gbòó orílẹ̀-èdè kìíní sí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹrìndínlógún 1 to 16 ilé ìtọ́kò nípele ìtọ́kò ní sọ̀rí lọ́bọ̀ sí ìpele tọ́kò wọ́n jẹ́ ìtọ́ owó tí wọ́n gbà yàtọ̀ sáwọn tí kéde wọ́n jẹ́ pé wọn kọ́ lífà ìwọ̀n àpègede kò ní sọ̀rí àwọn tí wọ́n pègede kò ń sọ̀rí àwọn náà gbowó 8.5 million euros òun gangan náà ni ó láǹfààní láti máa bọ́ sọ́dọ̀ tí ẹ wá ara wọn tó wà ẹ láwọn ti máa jáde 30 million euros pàtí òun gangan ni tí wọ́n máa jẹ́ 30 million euros ẹ bá tó wá gbá yẹn náà wọ́n tún gbìyànjú bọ́ sí ìpele tó tó pọ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ tẹ̀ àwọn tíìmù tí wọ́n tún wá pegedé wọ́n ṣe já àwọn tó tún pegedé náà tún máa padà tún bọ̀ ẹ wá fẹ́ wọ́n wá ti lọ́pọ̀pọ̀ ìpele àdúgbò kẹta ẹ̀ tó wá ṣe pò kẹrin gangan fúnra ẹ̀ nínú ìdíje fẹ̀yẹ àgbáyé tí ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n sọ fún wọn pọ̀ $25 million òun gangan náà lówó tó máa bá ìyẹn 24 million euros bákan náà ẹ̀ tó bá ṣe pò kẹta ó jẹ́ pé òun gangan lọ́wọ́ àgbà bronze medal ẹ má jẹ́ tán pẹ̀lú bá ṣe gba bronze medal $25 million gangan lówó tó máa bọ́ sọ́dọ̀ tí nígbà tó wá wọ̀ ìpele àṣekágbá ẹ̀ tó ṣe pò kejì tí ọ̀jáwé olúborí ìyẹn nípele àṣekágbá òun gangan máa gba $30 million òun náà ti yà á lẹ̀ fún ẹ̀ bákan náà nípele àṣekágbá gangan ẹ̀ tó wá gbé fèrè $42 million lówó ìyẹn fún ìdíje ìfẹ́ ẹ̀yẹ àgbáyé tí ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀ láwùjọ. ẹ jẹ́ àpàtàwọ́ fàjọ fún wọn ṣètò rẹ̀ wọ́n pa bí a máa ìyẹn lọ́wọ́ kan ìyẹn fún wọn. ọdún àbí òṣèjẹ́ sáré lójúde náà àwọn tí ń bẹ lójú ọjọ́ láwọn bá ti wá padà àtẹ̀mí ti yín náà àjọ láǹfààní láti mọ̀ sí kí àtẹ̀síwájú àmà wá sóòlògò dáadáa bẹ́tà ìyẹn náà lápá àbáṣe ṣọlá àbáṣe alógun rèé akáròyìn àsọ̀rọ̀ àkóròyìn jèrè ìdá only sports captain gbogbo yìí ọjà tí òṣèjẹ́ àtẹ̀ alọ́wọ́ tí ń bẹ lójú àjọ lọ gbà síbẹ̀ kẹ́lẹ́ máa wọnú àwọn lọ́sọ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ ní ọ̀bá lẹ́jọ́ ọ̀yà já lọ ro ti bá.
Something big is about to happen in Ibadan. Do you know that with just 1,000 naira, you can be a proud owner of a Safira Opel bus?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, ìdíje tẹ́tí oríire lè yàtọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ̀rún kan náírà 1,000 naira. Ẹ̀yin náà lè jẹ̀bùn mọ́tò ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́. Ìyẹn nìkan kọ́ àti àwọn ẹ̀bùn ńláńlá mi bí ọ̀kadà, fìríìjì, gas cooker àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Nínú ìdíje tẹ́tí oríire tí a jẹ́ láwà.
There are lots of exciting prizes to win, such as motorcycles, deep freezers, and lots more with just 1,000 naira. Ajelawa Southwest Exhibition raffle ticket is set to change your status.
Àfàìtàlàfàì jẹ́ gbogbo wa lájẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà wá ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tìyín 1,000 naira péré ni. Ẹ kàn sí ẹ̀ka ìkéde àti ìpolówó ọjà nílé iṣẹ́ Radio Solutions 93.9 FM. Ilé àwẹ̀ ní Òkè Àdó Ìbàdàn. Gbọ́dọ̀ yìí ti ṣe ń parí lọ yìí. Ìwọ náà parí ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ àtàwọn ẹ̀bùn ńláńlá ràbàǹdẹ̀mí.
Ibadan, what's poppin'? Are you ready for the party with the coolest folks in the city? It's Premier Fadi. Get ready for 14 hours fun-themed party for everyone in Ibadan. Come together to break boredom, network, play games, eat good food, and have mad fun. Premier Fadi is in 2 segments. Daytime for the teens to party and engage in activities like paintballing, VR games, street fashion pop-up, food tasting, fitness games, mental health awareness talks, dance, and many more. And the nighttime, where the big folks come out to play. We'll be having performances from Ibadan's finest creatives, DJs, and hype men. Not forgetting the fireworks. Premier Fati is endorsed by Oyo State Ministry of Youth and Sports and sponsored by 626 and Promote Digital. Maximum security is guaranteed. Date is the 18th of November 2022. Venue, Ibadan Recreation Club. Get your tickets online at www.therealnow.org or contact 0907 502 4791.
àwọn lórílẹ̀‐èdè eléyìí tọ́jẹ́ tilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ wọ́n máa kópa nínú ìdíje fẹ̀yẹ àgbáyé ibẹ̀ láti rí sálíbà orílẹ̀‐èdè Ghana wọ́n máa kópa orílẹ̀‐èdè Tunisia wọ́n máa kópa orílẹ̀‐èdè Morocco wọ́n máa kópa papọ̀ pẹ̀lú orílẹ̀‐èdè Cameroon wọ́n láfíríkà kankan tí ìgbà àwa náà mọ̀ àbí wò wá ni.
àjiyàn kódà yín tó ṣe dáadáa jù náà ló dé quarter final ìyẹn Ghana so àti Ghana ni Cameroon ni o Cameroon ni iná ṣe dáadáa tí wọ́n dé tí ìyẹn tí Luis Suarez lọ fọwọ́ gbé bọ̀ Ghana ni tí Luis Suarez lọ fọwọ́ gbé bọ̀ tí Asamagiyan fi gba penalty dànù ó dùn mí gàgà tó lọ gba penalty lọ sí tro ìyẹn làbá dé semi final nígbà yẹn so a rí i pé tí ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ tó dé jù òun náà nìyí quarter final.
ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́dún ká gbà kò sí tí ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀.
kí ló sọ.
kò sí tí ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ káfíríkà gbà.
kò sí nǹkan tí ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ní làmọ́ sọ lọ́dọọdún bọ̀ gbogbo aláti mọ̀ pé àwọn nǹkan tí àwọn Europe yẹn tó fi mọ́ jù wá lọ ni pé àwọn yẹn àwọn player wọn bíi tìmù ní gbogbo wọn ti mọ́ gbá bọ̀ nǹkan tó ìyẹn ló mọ́ yọlẹ̀ fáwọn player tiwa àwọn player tiwa míì ó lè jẹ́ tí wọn League 2 ìwé orílẹ̀-èdè mi irú àwọn ilẹ̀ true second yẹn á rí i pé kì í ṣe líìgì kan kíní ló wà second division ló wà so àwọn yẹn mọ́ yọlẹ̀ ẹ fẹ́ fi wé àwọn France tó yẹ pé gbogbo player wọn pátápátá big team ní gbogbo wọn àwọn Camavinga àtúnṣe Mani Benzema Real Madrid àwọn Oliver Giroud AC Milan gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ starter dẹ̀ ní gbogbo wọn ìyẹn ló mọ́ yọlẹ̀ fáwọn ní Ghana nísìnyí á rí i pé àwọn tó sì kàrin bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní làwọn Thomas Partey àti Ayew so a rí i pé gbogbo àwọn tó kù ó lè jẹ́ division 2 líìgì ibòmí náà ti mọ́ ń gbábọ̀ ìyẹn lèmi tó mọ́ ń yọlẹ̀ fáwọn ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ tiwa tí èyí jẹ́ ká ṣe dáadáa ní orílẹ̀ nífẹ̀ẹ́ àgbáyé.
ọdún ẹjẹ́ lọ wò ìfẹsẹ̀wọnsẹ̀ àkọ́kọ́ tí ó wà àníkan kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Qatar náà ní àwọn pẹ̀lú kọ́ádà àwọn méjèèjì ó pín máa ìyẹn ní November 20 ẹ̀bà àjọ bó ṣe máa lọ ọjọ́ ti rẹ jẹ́ sójú òkú ká farabalẹ̀ ká wá sóòlù ìyẹn náà lápá ọ̀yá 0909 8 mẹ́ta 9939 òun ni nọ́mbà tó wọlé sínú òkú 0909 8 mẹ́ta 993 òun lọ wọlé sínú òkúlù ọyọ ìjà àjọ máa gbà síbẹ̀ ọkàdé máa wọnú àwọn lọ sọ́yẹ́ ìjọ balẹ̀ jẹ́. aládìgbò ní ọyọ jẹ́ kálọ̀ sẹ́mi rẹ̀ kálọ̀ sọ́yẹ́ tábà bá fẹsẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kò àdàrú. na sọ́mi dúró ọmọ na sọ́mi dúró na we be the champion orúkọ yẹn kan ìjáyà fìdí rántí so ló bá kábí sàkóso Premier League kálí kan wí rán dandan. Oh yeah, everybody show your logo, make them know say you get logo. Everybody show your logo, make them know say you get logo. Jesse fan them dey here, Naka fan them dey here, Mayu fan them dey here, Ghana fan them dey here. Logo, logo, 0909 8 mẹ́ta 993 0912 márùn 939 olóla nfa láti máa wọlé sínú òkúlù. Hello ẹ káàárọ̀. Hello. Hello.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Hello ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Yes sir. Orúkọ yìí sir. Kí lẹ wí?
Bàbá Mori ò ní pè yín o.
Bàbá Mori o.
Bàbá àgbàlagbà.
Àwọn ti blue rè.
Àwọn ti ṣíta bí àwọn ti Chelsea rè o.
Chelsea tọkàntọkàn ẹ dààmú. Ìbà. Ẹ fẹ́ mú bèrè ní àbí ẹni ákíá. Ìbà. Hello.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Sẹ́fẹ́ mú bèrè ní abẹ́fẹ́ kí wa.
Mo fẹ́ kí ni o.
Ẹ kàn ṣó.
Àwọn kìnìún máa kọ́kọ́ já o. England ní kọ́kọ́ já o.
England ní ọ̀kọ́ já.
Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn.
Ọba tán. Àwọn èèyàn tó ti ẹ̀yìn àwọn tó ti ń predict ẹ̀ tí ọ̀kọ́ já. Àti ẹ̀ tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ gan.
Kámọ̀ òwúrọ̀ Sunday náà ni ó bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Kámọ̀ òwúrọ̀ sì máa jẹ́.
Ẹ̀yin tán gbé wáyà òbọ̀ kò gbọ́dọ̀ máa garun.
Kò gbọ́dọ̀ máa gà á. Ọ̀dà ni òbẹ́ òye. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Ọ̀yá pápápá orúkọ yín yìí.
Bákàrè látàgbájé.
Bákàrè látàgbájé. Ọ̀yá mú béèrè kìíní sí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀karùn-ún.
Ìkẹta.
Number 3. Ọdún wo ni a dá ìdíje fẹ̀yẹ àgbáyé lẹ̀? Orílẹ̀-èdè wo lọ́wọ́ fáínà jù?
1930.
1930 náà dálẹ̀ yes. Ọ̀yá orílẹ̀-èdè wo lọ́wọ́ fáínà jù?
Hello.
Ìpè ti rè pé kúrò ébà ẹ̀jẹ̀ á máa lọ ilé wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ torí pé ọjọ́ yẹn ó ti lọ yájágbére ká mọ̀ relé.
Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí o ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa so a tún ti fẹ́ mọ̀ lọ ní àwa lámọ̀ wá yìí lámọ̀ bá ẹ̀dẹ̀ kú ètò yín ètò wa lórí ẹ̀dọ̀ extra Ajíbọ́lá Ládìméjì lórúkọ tèmi ìpàdé wa tún dé ọ̀la o.
ọ̀dà tó bá di lọ́la láfẹ̀mọ́júlá aago 6 àbẹ̀jájọ pàdé ìròyìn ń tẹ̀sán wájú lórí pa àwọn òròyìn wọ́n ti gbé ròyìn dé ìyẹn náà lápá àbí Abbas Ṣọlá Abbas làbálògùn akàròyìn eré ìdárayá di only sport captain fún ògbólé ọlọ́run ní sẹ́rù bàwá ọ̀dà títí ọ̀la yẹn ẹja àmọ̀ ṣeré dáradára torí kú làgọ̀rà wa ó dàbọ̀.